College for Architecture. Stella is the daughter of April Royal and is a volleyball player. In her free time, she likes to bake and spend time with her family. She'd eventually like to go into sports management. The sophomore class is represented by the Count and Countess, Joseph Sanchez and Hannah Joy Burton. Joseph is in taffy, football, and is a pole vaulter on the track team. Talon is the son of Jeffrey and Vicky Price. He plays football and runs track and enjoys watching movies and TV. He plans to attend the Universal Technical Institute after graduating. Soraya is the daughter of Cassandra and Charles Johnson. She is captain of the varsity cheer team as well as a member of National Honor Society. After graduating, she plans on becoming a University of Texas cheerleader. The senior homecoming court is represented by the following students from the class of 2026. Caleb Alvarado, Miguel Portillo, David Maldonado Cervantes, Linda Brito, Melissa Mendez Lopez, and Melanie Suarez. Caleb Alvarado is the center of the Lockhart High School football team. He enjoys playing guitar and hanging out with his friends. After high school, he plans to get his realtor license and work for the union. Miguel Portillo is a captain on the football team, powerlifting team, and runs track. He enjoys listening to music and spending time with his family. After graduating, he plans to go to UT and major in mechanical engineering. David Maldonado Cervantes is the son of Maria Cervantes and Armando Maldonado. He's a drum major in Roaring Lion Band and is involved in Student Council, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, and Mariachi. After graduating, he plans to study neonatal nursing. Linda Brito is the daughter of Ashley and Ivan Brito. She's an athletic trainer and co-captain of the Lionettes. Her plans after graduation are to attend Texas State University and major in athletic training and health science. Melissa Mendez Lopez is a member of Varsity Cheer Squad. After high school, she plans on working as a medical assistant while attending Texas State University to major in criminal justice and minoring in forensic psychology. Melanie Suarez is the daughter of Chris and Aurora Suarez. She is a varsity cheerleader, head drum major of the Roaring Lion Band, and new member of the Corazon de Leon Mariachi. Her plans after high school are to go to a 4-year university, become a registered nurse, and eventually become a nurse practitioner. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to crown the 2025 homecoming princes, princesses, and your king and queen. Your first homecoming prince and princess are Miguel Portillo and Linda Brito. Your second homecoming prince and princess are Caleb Alvarado and Melissa Mendez Lopez. Which means your 2025 Lockhart High School homecoming queen and queen are David Maldonado Cervantes and Melanie Suarez. Please give a big round of applause to all the students who represented their class this year. Congratulations to the 2025 Lockhart High School homecoming court. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band, Color Guard, and Lionettes. They are under the direction of Mr. Peyton Grover, Mr. Joseph Gannon, Mr. Jared Autry, Mr. Sergio Rodriguez, and Miss May Ballard.
Michael Wright of our board of trustees at an event, and he is certainly a great leader of ours, but in a way more importantly, one of the biggest fans of Lion Nation. In this case, he had a pretty specific suggestion, and that was work towards reignited interest in the lyrics to our Lockhart Lion fight song. Our fight song has lyrics that were sung with it all the time. At games, at prep rallies, it was like as well known as the alma mater lyrics. We sing a lot. I've been singing the lyrics for years, even though it finally dawned on me that a lot of the younger people did not sing it. They didn't even know the words. My name is Michael Wright. I graduated in 1971 from Lockhart High School. It still brings back the same excitement I had back when I was a student, back in the 60s and 70s. I'm hoping that this will bring a sense of excitement back to our fans. My name is Michael Ramirez, and I graduated from Lockhart High School in 1912. During my time at LHS, sung the school song, which is as we ended our assemblies, football games, but the fight song was something that I was not really aware of. We knew the hand gestures, but I never got the lyrics. My name is Caitlin Stevens, and I graduated from Lockhart High School in 2012. Bringing back the fight song and showing that we're all united and we are one is something that can bring everyone back together, especially if it's after a hard or difficult loss. You still have something in common, which is each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the football field.
All of our programs that we could. My first step was follow Rover, our head band director at Lockhart High School.
Introducing your Lockhart High School 2025-26 Varsity Cheerleaders, proudly leading the way in school spirit, tradition, and Lion pride. Junior Captain Soraya Johnson. Junior Co-Captain Avery Pulliam. Junior Co-Captain Kendra Mendoza. Junior Social Officer Natalie Gonzalez. Junior Social Officer Shelby Vasquez. Senior AJ Quintero. Senior Anaya Ramirez. Senior Dionise Soto. Senior Lucila Castillo. Senior Ariana Fajardo. Senior Jalissa Nunez. Senior Michaela Tinoco. Senior Melanie Suarez. Senior Melissa Mendez. Senior Sofia Navarro. And Junior Jessica Tyrion.
And we are live from Lockhart Lions Stadium here in Lockhart, Texas for today's district matchup between the Hendrickson Hawks, the visiting team, and your Lockhart Lions on homecoming night. Of course, we just had the homecoming festivities. Your first homecoming prince and princesses are Miguel Portillo and Linda Brito. Your second homecoming prince and princess are Caleb Alvarado and Melissa Mendez Lopez. And that means your 2025 Lockhart High School homecoming king and queen are David Maldonado Cervantes and Melanie Juarez. So congratulations to those students. And welcome, everybody. My name is Emilio Sarge Juarez. Going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action for today's game. The man to my left, as soon as he comes up here, will be TD Tom Dunn with color commentary. And our football analyst on the far left side of the booth, none other than the coach, Amado Galvez. And special guest joining in with us tonight, Ross Alexander. He's been a guest on here before, and it's going to be great to have him back again, as he will be joining us on my final run right here on Lockhart, as the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. You can see we are about 17 minutes away.
Attending a spirit clinic to learn cheers and dances alongside the LHS cheerleaders and Lionettes.
Looks like I got to reset the clock.
Moves with a lively performance to Boogie Wonderland.
There we go. Of course, got a little late start. We got a couple of honors to hand out for the tailgate that we had this afternoon. Great food and a great time down there. So once again, I want to welcome everybody. Today's game is going to be brought to you by Studio 301 Productions from Lockhart High School. This is a video ran student operation, as Mr. Bishop and his audio video crew will be giving us the great shots, as you can see right now out on the field. Well, in here in the broadcast booth with me right now is the coach, Amado Galvez. How you doing, Coach?
Doing great. Looking forward to this homecoming game tonight.
Oh, yeah. Last year, Hendrickson defeated Lockhart, I believe it was 36-11 at the field. And tonight, it's homecoming night. We were at Pflugerville last year, and it was homecoming night for the Hawks, and they come to join us here at Lions Field for our homecoming this year.
Yeah, it was 35-11 the score over there last year.
Yeah, 35-11.
And in case you don't remember, it was a pretty tight game back and forth there for a while early, and then they ran a fake punt on us. We weren't ready for it, and it kind of put us back, and we never really recovered from that.
Yeah, kind of like what happened with Lehman last week.
And that's the game where the starting quarterback tonight, Pete Vallejo, came in and took some snaps and did a real good job, and that's who they went with the rest of the year. The young man's a junior, and he's a starting quarterback this year. He's a very, very strong arm and strong runner. Very, very good on the deep pass. And he has a very good connection with
Romelo Boykin, senior wide receiver for the Hendrickson Hawks. And them two together have been on fire. And, of course, Hendrickson is coming off a huge come-from-behind victory against the Hayes Hawks at the field last week, where they were down 31-7 after the first play of the second half. A long touchdown run by Hayes, and the extra point was good. It was 34-7 at that point. Hendrickson was able to fight their way back and claw their way back, and they were to come out with a big victory last week, 48-41 against the Hayes Hawks. And the Battle of the Hawks at Pflugerville. Here, it's Hawks versus Lions. And in the jungle, Coach, Lions pretty much take control of every other animal in the jungle. But Lockhart is struggling this year. On the record, Lockhart is 0-3. Hendrickson is 2-1. But Lockhart has shown flashes of what they can do and what they're able to do on the field underneath Coach Maldonado. It's just that little mistakes here and there, costly penalties, turnovers at the wrong time. course, last week we had a turnover. We're at the 1-yard line and turned the ball over back to Lehman. So that took away 7 points. And not to mention there was a backwards pass that the refs completely missed that Lockhart was able to recover in the end zone, which would have been a touchdown. But they ruled it that it was a forward pass and it was incomplete. So,
and you talk to most people that witnessed both games, all 3 games. Lockhart definitely should have won the last 2 games against San Antonio Southwest and the Lehman Lobos.
yeah. But as you always say, Coach, hey, it's the next game now.
Yes.
We got to move on. We got Hendrickson. It's going to be a tough one. They got some great talent over there,
Very
but we got
talented.
some great talent too here on this side of the field. And one that's going to be coming back on the defensive side for Lockhart is going to be 1-8 Scott.
Yes.
He went down in the scrimmage, and he's going to be back with us here for his first game back as a senior for the Lockhart Lions.
And anytime you take an all-district football player out of the lineup, it hurts you.
Yeah. And then we had the return of Dylan White last week, who missed the first 2 games of the season. He came out and he did a fantastic job coming back from his injury himself. So, I mean, we got a whole bunch of talent. Even with Aiden Scott and Dylan White when they were out, we saw a lot of young Lions that were out there that were showing out and, showing that they're ready to take the next step and become, the next starter for the Lockhart Lions. When
Lockhart has a lot of young players on the roster, and a lot of them are getting a lot of playing time. A lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors.
Yes,
for the Lions.
Oh yes, last week we had 3 football players on the front line defensively. I tell you what can you say about them? Braden Martinez, Miles Carter, and Julian Benavides. Those 3 are going to be. They're going to the front 5 of Hendrickson is going to have a hard time trying to keep all 3 of these guys in check. You could keep 1, you could keep 2, but you're not going to be able to keep all 3 at the same time.
You can only double team
maybe 2.
Maybe 2,
yeah.
but you can't double team all 3 of them.
Yeah, and it's one of those pick your poison. Who do you want to double team and who do you want to let go?
I guarantee you there'll be double teaming, triple teaming number 77, Benavides.
Yes, and once Julian Benavides gets going, I'm guaranteed they'll move it over. And guess what? They got Miles Carter coming in from the other side too. So it's going to be a big night for the offensive line of Hendrickson to see if they can control these front 3 for the Lockhart Lions. And it's going to be a great time.
One thing about Benavides, looking at the film from last year and this year, he's lost a lot of weight from last year, and he's got which made him even better. He's very quick now, very very quick to the point of attack, and he doesn't get tired. Last year they had to take him out quite a bit so he could catch his breath, but this year he's out there the whole time. He's constantly fighting double teams.
Yeah, and you know what? We saw it too. With that loss of weight, he got even faster. And he was fast last year with the weight that he was carrying, but with the weight that he's lost, he's probably gained a lot more muscle. And with that comes even more speed. So, and we've seen Benavides get into that backfield, quick pass in a hurry like he's in the huddle with the offensive team. And along with Braden Martinez, those 2 guys meet at the quarterback frequently during the game.
And one thing about Benavides, he's got a little mean streak in him, Sarge. He ain't going to back away from nobody.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of mean streak, Maldonado showed a mean streak last week against Lehman, against the refs. And, of course, don't want to go back to it, but you like to see that from a head coach that's going to stand there and fight for every single player, whether it's on the sideline, in the practice field, inside the field house, especially out here on the field itself.
That's one thing he said. I'm here to protect. I'm going to protect my players no matter what. I can live with the motion penalties and holding and pass interference, but when you start putting late hits on my kids and personal fouls and horse collar and face masks, that's when I step in, and I'm going to let you know about it.
Oh, yeah. So it's the new era of football here in Lockhart, Texas, has a new sheriff in town, and that sheriff's name is Coach Maldonado. And, of course, with the great coaching staff that he's brought and also kept over from the Mavis era, these kids are really enjoying what they got as the coaches.
Yes, sir. Great staff. Great bunch of young guys. But I tell you what, they have a lot of enthusiasm, and the kids are really responding to them.
Yeah, we're at 9:40 left to go here in the Quantum Towing pregame show. Let's take a quick look at what it looked like last week around the district.
These elementary school children get to experience the excitement of being a part of the football experience and meeting Lucky the Lion. Now they get a chance to
last week, week 3 games, Hendrickson Hawks, once again we talked about, defeated Hayes Hawks 42-41. A&M Consolidated defeated Pflugerville Weiss 48-40. Anderson Trojans defeated College Station 37-14, and Lehman Lobos defeated Lockhart by a final 32-12. And last week, Cedar Creek Eagles had the bye week. Let's move over to tonight in week 4 of district games in District 12 5A Division 1. A&M Consolidated don't have to travel that far as they go across the street practically, take on the College Station Cougars. That's going to be a 7 p.m. start time. Cedar Creek Eagles will be at Bob Shelton Stadium tonight, taking on the Hayes Hawks at a 7:30 p.m. start time. Lehman Lobos coming off a big victory over Lockhart last week, taking on the powerhouse and Weiss Wolves at the field at 7:30 p.m. start time. And, of course, here at Lions Field, it is Hendrickson Hawks and the Lockhart Lions kicking off at 7 p.m. for homecoming night for the Lockhart Lions. And this week, the bye week goes to the Anderson Trojans.
We're coming off a big win last week.
Yes. And, Coach, out of these games, what's one of the games that you're really looking forward to besides our game tonight? Pull it back up real quick.
A&M and College Station.
Yeah, College Station, I believe they're 0-3 if I'm correct.
I don't see a Cedar Creek hanging in there with Hayes, and I don't see Lehman hanging in there with Weiss.
Yes.
And we got a big game down the road here. It's not in our district, but there's a big game in San Marcos. Lake Travis comes to town.
And San Marcos have shown some improvement from the last couple of years as they've got their sort of what they say stacked team. They got the team on a 2-year probation from the playoffs. So, and once again, with 7:30 minutes left to go here in the Quantum Towing pregame show. Let's take a quick timeout, Coach, and we'll be right back with some more action right here on the Quantum Towing pregame show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And now taking the field, the Hendrickson Hawks. feet. Give it up. Here come your fighting Lockhart Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Face midfield. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the presentation of our nation's colors of the Lockhart High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. Commanding the Color Guard is Cadet Major Christopher Collins. Singing our national anthem is the Lockhart High School Varsity Choir under the direction of Miss Caitlin Sani.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Testing, testing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Homecoming 2025 here at Lockhart Lions Stadium, General Gary Bunch Field. The homecoming festivities have come to an end. They've named the king and queen. Captains are headed out on the field, and it is time to play football.
This week's Lockhart ISD Lions of the Week. From Navarro Elementary, Tate Dunan, 4th grade.
And so the captains for Lockhart are going to be number 14, Miguel Portillo, number 10, Noel Jaimez, number 78, Joe Johnson, and number 35, Parker Connor.
As for the Hendrickson Hawks, we'll have Braden Mueller. And let's see what as soon as they switch to the sides, we'll be able to get their numbers. 75, Cruz Sanchez.
Henley Ornament. And junior high boys 6th grade pre-athletics, Grayson Moran. Congratulations to our Lions of the Week. Continue to be locked on excellence.
Number 22, Hunter Hicks. He's an outstanding baseball player himself.
Yep.
And I believe that's Romelo Boykin that's out there.
Elected to defer their option to the second half.
And we'll see what the call is. And for once, first time in a long time, Lockhart Lions field more players than the team that they're playing against, which, I mean, it just has not happened in years and years. And so Lockhart will get the ball to start off. They'll be moving right to left. It'll be south to north on your TV screen. And so we'll get to see Noel Jaimez in that Lockhart offense, who's been getting better and better each game. Once again, we're joined here tonight, as always. You got Emilio the Sarge Juarez. You got me, TD Tom Dunn, on color commentary. Coach Amado Galvez, our football analyst, and our special guest tonight, Mr. Ross Alexander, Lockhart alumni.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, Ross? Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, it's going great. Thanks for inviting me, guys. Yeah, I'm going to have a great time here tonight, especially on homecoming.
Now, I know you guys probably already talked about it, but that was an awesome tailgate down there.
That sure was. Of
Yes,
course,
it was.
we do have some winners that we'll be announcing here pretty soon. I'm working on getting their photos put up here. So we'll get that taken care of. And probably about the second quarter, we'll have everything set up. And we'll show you who the winners were, the best dressed tailgater, best food, and best decorations.
And so there was a little bit of a mix-up there on the coin toss, it looks like, because they flipped the field. After Lockhart set up in the south end, they told him, nope, go the other side. And so Lockhart will be returning north to south. Back deep for the Lions, you've got the cowboy kick returner, Killian Lyles. And on the other side, you've got number 2, Bob Estrada. On the first 2 up men are going to be Parker Connor. And then on the near side of the field, that will be Zeke Navarro. And then on the next row up, you've got Miguel Portillo. And can't get a beat on the far side. I want to say it's number 44.
44. It looks like a 4.
So that's going to be Cameron McKnight. Tell you what, McKnight's got a fan club. I saw about 12 people roll in wearing his jersey.
Big family.
Yeah, of course, I want to give a big shout out as we conclude the Quantum Towing pregame show as we get ready to start the Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance first quarter as we're going to get this game started off.
And it'll be Paulo Albadon, sophomore, kicking off for the Hendrickson Hawks.
And this game is underway, homecoming 2025.
Bob Estrada.
And that's going to be Estrada fielding around his own 3-yard line.
Oh,
Comes
good
across the
block.
near side of the field. Got a blocker in front of him as Keelan Lyles makes some space. And Bob Estrada, once again, TD, second week in a row, Lockhart Lions start off with an excellent kickoff return.
Well, and the key to that, starting off with a good kickoff return, is what? Catching that football. That's something that's plagued the Lions. We've seen a few returners kind of rotate through those spots back there, but Bob Estrada starts us off right, and the Lions have excellent field position at the 45-yard line.
People don't realize how difficult it is to catch a kick in the air like that, especially when you have 11 people coming at you trying to harm you.
I think it's probably one of the hardest things in the game of football. And what I love about that return is the other return man, Killian Lyles, was leading him down the sideline through a nice block to get him an extra 5 yards.
It's a good way to start. Oh, look at that.
Lockhart's going to go quick.
A little quick round.
Oh, yeah, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Jaimez hands the ball off to Zeke Navarro. He goes over the left side, crosses midfield, out to the 49-yard line in Hawk territory.
Had an interesting conversation this week with Zeke Navarro and his girlfriend Addison Harrod. She was trying to give me nicknames for him. I said, no, nicknames are earned, not made up and given.
Quick shout out. James Mendez says, good evening, Sarge, Mr. Dunn, and Coach.
He's playing
Watcher from
Gonzales.
Oh, yeah, watching from Gonzales, Texas.
I saw him here about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, here you go. Power pistol for the Lockhart Lions. Hyman gets the snap, draws back, looking to throw for the first time.
Oh.
Is under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 6 yards.
And that's going to be number 25, Adrian Mendez, junior linebacker, with the sack. Also back there was number 48, KJ Dove, sophomore defensive lineman, getting the start. He had good coverage at first, and then it broke down late as he went through his progressions.
And that's going to bring up third down.
That's one thing Henderson does. If they have a bad play against them, the next play, they're coming with the blitz.
Yeah, 3rd down and 12 for the Lockhart Lions.
Their man coverage on Killian Lyles down here. He's looking that way.
Just tosses it up, and that one's going to be incomplete. That's going to be pass interference.
Pass interference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was all over him, wearing him like a jacket.
Didn't turn the head around.
Well, good job by Lyles. I mean, he drew it there. He did a good job. He said his other sport's basketball. He knows how to draw the foul. He put his body into the other man.
And this is one flag we like to see
Box them out.
going against them, not against us.
Good
Remember,
start so
Coach,
far.
I told you I don't want to hear the word penalty ever again. I heard that enough times last week. If you joined us last night, you saw some great freshman action.
Oh, great. The A game, the last game was great. Great game.
Sure was. Malachi Reese had a heck of a game last night. He'll go from the gun. He'll give it up the middle to Zeke Navarro. Navarro puts his head down, picks up a couple.
He'll get it out to the 39-yard line. Good enough for a 3-yard run.
Number 2 is an excellent tackler for Henderson Hawks. They made quite a few tackles last week against the Hayes Hawks.
That's Maddox Quillier. He's a senior defensive back and wide receiver.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Lockhart Lions in Hawk territory. Noel Hymas gets the snap, fakes a handoff to Zeke, looks to his right, steps up into the pocket, and he'll get sacked for the 2nd time in this drive.
And this time it's number 8, Carnell Spicer, the senior linebacker, who gets home for the sack. So that's 2 dropbacks, or 3 dropbacks so far and 2 sacks. Lockhart front line's going to have to improve upon that, especially they're going against a 3-man front, but Hendrickson has brought an extra man each time, whether it's Carnell Spicer or Adrian Mendez.
It looks like some good-sized boys out there on the D line.
They are. They've got some height for sure.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Noel Hymas, shotgun formation, gets the snap, rolls to his left, gets it out there, trying to get to the freshman, and that one's going to be incomplete.
And well covered on that play.
Brings up 4th down.
That's going to be number 37 on the coverage, I believe. That's going to be Adrian Hines. He's a freshman, so you got freshman on freshman out there whenever Anthony is being guarded by Hines. That'll be an interesting matchup to watch. Both of them obviously very talented, and both of them the only freshmen on their respective teams.
And nobody back deep to return the kick. Unless number 2 decides to go back. That's Maddox Kuehler. And Evan Estrada coming in to punt the ball away.
Good chance to pin him deep here.
Yeah, standing back at his own 44-yard line. Snap is back. And Estrada with a nice high kick. Calling for a fair catch. It's going to take a roll, and it'll be scooped up.
Oh, make the tackle.
Oh.
And nice running room, and great job by the Lions to bring him down, but not before he gets across the 35.
I'll tell you what, Killian Lyles had a shot at him around the 5-yard line and couldn't quite bring him down, and then several other Lions had shots, couldn't bring him down either. We'll see what the flag is.
What do you think the flag's for? It was a pretty good hit he took. But
I don't know. I kind of thought the return man waited for a fair catch.
Oh.
For an illegal blindside block. The block was a clean block. First down.
Okay, so they were looking at a blind side, and it was not one, so they waved the flag off. First down, and first time we'll get to see returning safety for the Lockhart Lions. He's been out 6 weeks. That's number 5, Aiden Scott. He is the leading tackler from last year, and he'll start off right now trying to build on those numbers, having missed 3 games so far this year. Scott was injured in the first scrimmage of the year.
Yeah, Vallejo at quarterback for the Hawks. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watch out for Boykin. What number is Boykin?
Boykin is number 0. He's up at the top of the screen.
1-on-1.
In the backfield with Vallejo is number 27, Adams.
Yeah, that's E.J. Adams. Vallejo kept it himself.
Good job.
And they're trying to strip the ball away. And once again, great job by the Lockhart Lions defense on the first play.
Vallejo is a strong runner. He's just a junior.
And that's going to be good enough for a 2-yard gain. So
Go-to receivers, number 0, Boykin.
And he'll be up top, manned up.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
I believe it'll be White that's manned up on him, on their best receiver out there.
Dropping back, throwing deep down the far side. Boykin's wide open. He'll catch it at the 40-yard line. Jukes a couple of defenders. Got a blocker in front of him. Sidesteps another one. Boykin still on his feet. And finally going to be brought down after a huge run out to the 20-yard line in Lockhart territory.
Always have to know where Boykin's at.
And there was a busted coverage out there for Lockhart as the cornerback White, he went to cover the flat route thinking he had safety help over the top, and there was nobody there over the top. And then Boykin just bobs and weaves his way all the way down the field for a big explosive play for the Hawks.
Were we a man short today? I saw somebody run on, nobody come off.
That's possible the way that coverage looked.
So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Vallejo gets the
Quarterback
snap.
draw.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He'll pick up 2 yards. And
Good tackle.
a great tackle by Portillo.
And Portillo was not fooled by the quarterback draw. He was coming the whole time.
Made by number 14, Miguel Portillo.
So Lockhart done good on first down so far.
Henderson has a huge left tackle. Very strong at the point of attack.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Hawks. They'll go change the plane at the line of scrimmage. And once again, E.J. Adams in the backfield, all set to the left side of Vallejo. And number 17 will get the carry. That's Green.
Got a flag.
And a penalty flag coming in towards the end of that play.
Yeah, that's definitely in the area of holding as they were setting the edge. Looked like Titus Ramirez got held out there on the edge. What do you mean they got a big guy at left tackle, Coach? I bet he's barely 6'5", 320.
Yeah, little guy.
That's a big boy out there.
But the good thing about that is that he's very slow off the ball. But once he gets off the ball, he's moving people.
Still second down.
Yeah, that's going to be holding on the offense as we take a look at that last play. It's going to move the ball back to the 23. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
Lockhart's rocking their base 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Quick pass. And good solid tackle out there by White.
That's going to be number 22 with the reception.
And that'll bring up the first 3rd down of the game for Hendrickson. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. Pivotal play here for the Lions. Trying to keep them out of the end zone.
Handoff.
Yeah, handoff to the running back. Bust through the line of scrimmage on the left side. Gets it down inside the 10 to the 9 where it's going to be 1st down and go.
Boys and girls, that's what downhill running looks like right there. He hit the gap with a head of steam. And so Lockhart pulls one of the safeties. They're going to their 4 down lineman package. So they'll be in a 4-3 essentially now.
They'll have 2 receivers here to the near side. Boykin all by himself up top. Vallejo
Handoff.
fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and great job by Julian Benavides. Not fooled by the fake at all.
Again, Lockhart's done well on first down. I mean, each set of downs, they've done very well on first down.
Yeah, no gain on the play by Vallejo.
And we just got to figure it out on 2nd and 3rd.
And Julian Benavides starting off where he ended last week.
And back to the base defense again.
And dropping back, throws out to the corner. Oh, great job on the outside by number 8, Avery Ibarra.
You cannot cover it any better than that. Ibarra gets the hand in there and knocks it away.
Pass broken up by number 8, Avery Ibarra.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and go. And once again, we're still here in the first quarter. 5:45 left to go here in the Rebecca Pulliam State Farm first quarter.
I see a quarterback draw coming, TD, or we're going to try to find Boykin again.
Well, so last time on 3rd down, they went around the edge with E.J. Adams.
Vallejo gets the snap, looks to his right.
He's looking for Boykin. You're right.
Goes right over the middle, and that's going to be good for a Hendrickson touchdown.
So he did look at Boykin for his first read. He wasn't available, so he went to his check down man, tight end coming across the middle. That's going to be a touchdown for Hunter Hicks.
Hicks is a very, very, very good athlete, extremely great blocker. He also plays a very good tight end, catching the football.
So the Hawks will go for the extra point try, as they are up 6-0 right now. And snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, with 5:39 left to go here in the first quarter, it is Hendrickson 7, Lockhart 0. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance Agency, located at 201 South Main Street in downtown Lockhart, Texas, has proudly been serving the Lockhart and surrounding area since 2013. With over 50 years of combined insurance experience, Rebecca and her team are here to help with all your insurance needs. While Rebecca is not working, you can catch her watching her 2 girls cheer and play volleyball or serving on the Lockhart ISD School Board. If you're looking for insurance, give Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance a call at 512-398-3355.
And we're back here after the break. It'll be Lockhart returning once again. And it'll be, once again, the Cowboy kick returner, Killian Lyles, back with Bob Estrada. Estrada had a good return on the first one. And so with the exception of the one big play, Lockhart didn't do a horrible job there on defense. They definitely made them earn their points.
This was going to be a high pooch kick, and it's going to go to Zeke Navarro, and he'll catch it out of bounds.
And that's a shame because they'll get it out at the 24.
24. He lets that one go. The ball goes out to the 35. So that's, what, about a 11-yard swing right there?
And so we'll see the Lockhart offense for the second time. They were able to get a first down and move the chains once before the offense sputtered, and then they punted. And so we saw Zeke Navarro get the start at running back the first time, and now Caden Roland Bright will come into the game. Your wide receivers will be Killian Lyles, Wes Abel, and up top in one-on-one is going to be DeMonte Anthony.
And it'll be a handoff to Bright. He'll go over the middle, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage, picks up 2 yards.
Caden Roland Bright was your quantum towing offensive player of the game last week. He had a great game. Yeah, I'd like to see Lockhart get that short passing game going early. It's been successful for them.
Well, we saw them use Wesley Abel last week. He was our good old boys fishing catch of the game. Simons calls for the snap. Quick throw out there to the far side, just underthrew.
Just a little bit too low.
Anthony.
Looking to set up the X screen out there. Parker Connor going out to catch a kick-out block. Ball just a little bit low for Anthony.
So that's going to make it 3rd down and 3 with exactly 5 minutes left to go here in the Rebecca Pulliam State Farm first quarter.
We got a great crowd here for homecoming. Everybody's fired up, wearing their homecoming best.
Hymas drops back, looks towards the right side, throws it down the middle to going for Keelan Price. And that one's going to fall incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and 8 now.
And triple coverage back there. Lucky that one wasn't picked off. Lyles didn't really have a chance at it. And so they'll switch out punters here in different position on the field. They're bringing number 85, Oscar Lamas, the senior.
And that'll put Maddox Quiller back. Had a nice little return. His first punt attempt. A little bobbled on the snap, coming back to him. Gets a line drive out.
What a good
That's going to take a bounce at the 35 and a Lockhart line roll down to the 30.
Let it roll.
All the way down to the 26. And that's where the Hendrickson Hawks will start their second drive of the game.
And their first drive started out at the 40-yard line. They took it 60 yards down the field and put 7 points on the board. We've got 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in the Rebecca Pulliam Farmers Insurance first quarter.
Oh, yeah, with that, Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance Agency located at 201 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. So if you're looking for insurance, give Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance a call at 512-398-3355. 4:43 left to go. As the Hawks have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Same starting spot they had on their first drive. Vallejo drops back, got a screen over towards the far side, and guess what? Portillo
I'm going to read that play.
getting in there. Exactly, Ross. Reading that play perfectly, fighting off that block and being right there to make the stop.
Portillo says you ought to know better than to try to throw it in my flat because he owns everything outside. Portillo, really good open field tackler. Probably one of the better ones we've had here in Lockhart, playing that outside linebacker position here in a few years.
That's one thing Henderson likes to do. They like to run the screen. Every kind of screen you can see tonight.
So once again, first down, we do very well.
Yeah, you're right.
Second and long.
That'll be Vallejo rolling around to his left, throws it deep down the field. Got the receiver wide open. And finally going to be chased out of bounds by Avery Ibarra at the 35-yard line in Lockhart line territory.
And what a good play design. I mean, that is really a nice play. It takes some time to develop. So going to have a RPO option, then a pump fake, and then a deep ball down the sideline. Ibarra just got his feet turned around, and that allowed number 3, Braden Mueller, to get a step on him. And an accurate throw there from the quarterback as well. We'll see if they can hold true with good first down play.
That'll be a handoff to number 13 going around the right side. Got some blockers, picks up some running room. Gets another first down for the Hawks down to the 23-yard line.
And that's going to be Aiden Scott's first tackle of the game. Aiden Scott is wearing a brace on that left arm. Keeps it from his shoulder from extending too far or his elbow.
Did he separate it? Or
I'm not sure.
That was Chance Pierce on the run.
He hurt in the first scrimmage, and he's been out since then. It was 6 weeks total that he was out.
Vallejo gets the snap, drops back, looks to his left, throws right over the middle, and a big hit, but a great catch.
Number 7.
By number 7, Khalil Stewart.
That's number 17.
17.
Oh,
yeah,
17.
That's number 17. That's going to be Jonathan Green. He was welcomed to Lions Stadium there by Aiden Scott. Big hit over the middle, and that's something that Scott brings to the defense. He goes to the woodshed before every game, and he picks out a big old piece, and he brings it with him.
Number 5, Aiden Scott.
So the Hawks are knocking on the door. 6
Ah.
handoff right up the middle. And that's going to be a touchdown for number 27, E.J. Neal Adams. And the Hendrickson Hawks are now up 13-0 over the Lockhart Lions here in the Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance first quarter. Let's take a look at that hit that got the ball down there. But I tell you what, TD, great catch by the young man for Hendrickson, knowing he was going to get hit.
Anytime you go over the middle, you say a little prayer because there's safeties like Hayden Scott waiting for you.
Extra point of try coming in. Snap is back, hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
And we'll keep it right here as they transition. I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Ross Alexander. What do you think about what you've seen so far from the Lions? Obviously not the spot we wanted to be in.
You know, other than 2 or 3 pretty big plays, I think they're playing really well.
Physical.
Very physical. I mean, just think about, Coach Maldonado. He came here so late in the spring. These kids are still trying to find their footing. I worked with a lot of them over the summertime, and they really enjoy how the program is looking. And they really like the coaches that are here. They like Maldonado, and it's really always good to see my kids play together. I just saw a while ago seeing Dylan O'Valley, Connor Parker, Noel, and Bright all kind of packed together, and just kind of seeing that. And I work with them in the summer times. Get a little sense of pride on my side over here.
That's awesome.
And speaking of a little more sense of pride, since we had Mr. Mendez on here watching from Gonzales, Texas. You had his grandson for his final year with you before he took off to college. That's Ethan Mendez. Talk about him real quick and how he grew under your tutelage.
Oh man, Ethan, I'll tell you what, man, one of the best kids I've ever worked with, very consistent. When I got with him, I mean, the kid, talking about, he was a child still in a kind of a big kid's body. And when I get the memories from the past 3 or 4 years I've worked with him, look how much he's grown. And the fact he's going to go play college baseball right now at the next level is great. And he had I don't know if y'all knew this or not, he had a very severe shoulder injury in the springtime.
Yes, he took a slide and kind of messed up his shoulder a little bit, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely underspeaking.
Yeah.
He walked up to me one evening, and I saw a tube of morphine coming out of his neck, and I was like, this is a pretty serious injury. All summer long, we just worked on recovering that, gaining not only range of motion, but eventually back to strength. I will tell you this, he was doing better upper body workouts and better even push-ups at the end of the summer with him than the years I had prior to him because of how we focused on his range of motion and mobility. But he's an amazing young man.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the Lions. Zeke Navarro will be dropped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's
and
number
11.
8, Carnell Spicer again. Senior linebacker's already having a big game. He's got 3 tackles to his name so far.
I'll tell you, there's a defensive player that's having a big game big season so far for the Hendrickson Hawks, and that's number 35, Rhett Peterson. He's had 2 games in a row with interceptions. So talking to coach's staff over there, looking for his 3rd one here tonight. It's going to be a tough one, but Lockhart needs to move the ball down the field as this play is going to be killed at the beginning before the snap is made. And that's going to be false start on the Lions.
And you talked about Rhett Peterson. He's number 35. He'll be their backside or weak side safety.
Very talented young man. He's a starting second baseman for their baseball team. I had a chance to call a couple of their playoff games last season on the NFHS network. And, of course, a leadoff hitter. So if you're a leadoff hitter, that says a lot when you're at the plate.
It tells you a lot about a kid. Yeah, so 2nd and 16 now for the Lions after that false start penalty.
We have 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Hymas drops back after getting the snap, throws it deep down the near sideline to Connor, and Parker Connor just got turned around.
Yeah, never saw the ball coming, but I did see a real big positive on that play, and that was the pickup of the blitz on the left side there by both Ovale and Zeke Navarro stepping up to pick up the blitz and give him time to throw. Looked like Connor was kind of maybe trying to run the post, and Jaimez was throwing the 9 route.
That's a great job by the sophomore Navarro and the senior Obaye to make those key blocks out there to, give Noel Jaimez an opportunity to make that throw.
Upon to be bringing some pressure now. 3rd and long.
3rd and 16. Navarro in motion. It'll be screen pass out to Anthony, and great job by the Hendrickson Hawks out there on the far sideline, being able to contain Anthony. It's not that easy to do that, even though he's just a freshman. But man, this guy, you give him enough room, and he's gonna make you pay for it.
Was Brandon Mosley with the tackle, and so that'll bring up 4th down and back to Estrada as the punter this time. Still be number 2, Maddox Quillier back deep. Quillier's already had a couple good returns on kickoff. Actually had a good punt return on his first one as well.
A high snap. Estrada able to bring it down. It's going to be end over end kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 49-yard line in line territory.
Roll.
And roll into Hawk territory where they'll have their best starting position of the night, where the ball is going to be at the 45-yard line at Hawks and Hawk territory. Now, gentlemen, I have something real quick I'd like to share. Today would have been my daughter's 29th birthday. So I do want to give thank the good Lord above for the blessings that he's given us. Shortly before the season started in 2016, her life was taken by the hands of evil, and I do want to dedicate tonight's game to her in her honor.
Happy heavenly birthday.
Happy birthday to her.
29.
It's crazy how fast the years go.
It does. And I got some more about that. We'll get to it here in a little bit. But Vallejo gets a snap, 1st and 10. Quarterback, it's going to be number 13 with the great block on the edge. A penalty flag will be coming in.
It was a blindside.
And Aiden Scott with another big hit.
I don't know if that's a blindside block. I mean, we'll take a look at it on the replay, but that just looked like a really solid block out there by Jonathan Green, sophomore. They list him as an athlete. We'll take another look at it.
I tell you, Ibarra got his bell rung. He's still trying to.
Well, and
shake it off.
blindside, it's pretty subjective, right? It really depends on the ref. So they did call the blindside block. We'll take a look here. Well, I don't know. He had his head facing the runner.
I don't know about that, but
We'll take it.
yeah, exactly. We'll take it.
Hey, it's a makeup call from last week.
And shout out to the other side in the press box over there, Mr. Sam Wrestler, broadcasting for the Hendrickson Hawks. What's their broadcast called, Sarge?
Hawkeye Soaring Network.
Well, it's on Texan Live also.
So
Lead
first
back
and
pass.
8. Yeah, quick throw out here to the
Oh.
near side. Avery Abada misses the tackle. And that's going to be number 3, Braden Mueller.
And he's tracked down by Joseph Zarita.
We got less than a minute left to go.
That's complete number 3.
2 players on Lockhart that I'll be looking for to make an impact. We've been calling their name an awful lot. Both of them have been silent so far tonight, and that's going to be Titus Ramirez and Landon Mendez, the 2 linebackers. Both those guys have been having pretty good games.
Good blitz.
Ran right by it.
Yeah.
And a slew of Lions there on the tackle. Well, quarterback's really got some wiggle. I mean, you can have him wrapped up in the backfield. That's the 3rd time that Lockhart has had an opportunity to get him for a loss in the backfield, and he's wiggled out of it and found a couple yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Oh.
And jumped off with contact. Or are they going to say maybe an offensive lineman moved?
Threw it pretty quick.
Yeah, he did throw it fast. Usually that's on offense when it comes out that quick.
Snap infraction.
Yes.
He moved the ball.
5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Well, so the penalty calls in favor of the Lions so far tonight.
Hey, we'll take it.
We're long overdue.
And this will be the longest 2nd down. Or no, they had a 2nd 20 earlier.
That's the end of the first period.
That'll end the first. Rebecca Pulliam's Farmers Insurance first quarter. And that will take us into
That'll take us into the Adrian Gutierrez Photography 2nd quarter. So we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
all right, and this will be the 3rd possession for the Hendrickson Hawks. So far in their first 2, they found pay dirt. It's time for the Lockhart Lions defense to step up as it's a handoff going off the left-hand side.
Gotta wrap
Bounces off Benavides' tackle and rumbles for a few more yards.
Somebody lost the helmet.
Yeah, looked like a Lockhart helmet popped off there. And that's going to be number 27.
Looks like we have another penalty.
Lockhart must come off for one play.
Oh.
His helmet came off.
E.J. Neal Adams. And that's going to be Miles Carter, whose helmet popped off. So in for him will come number 52. That's going to be Trevor Lozano, senior.
2nd quarter sponsor.
And it'll be 3rd down and 3. And he'll take the shotgun snap, fake the handoff, throw it on the quick slant, and another big hit for the Lions, but not before they pick up a 1st down. That time it was number 20, Talon Price, with a hit. Talon Price had a forced fumble last week.
We're here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, the Adrian Gutierrez Photography 2nd quarter. It is 14-0. Hendrickson up on top. 1st and 10 for the Lockhart Lions, for the Hendrickson Hawks.
Go over there with Sam.
The ball is at the 20-yard line. Vallejo, high snap. Great job keeping it down. Hands it off to the running back.
Nobody
Straight
there.
up the middle and into the end zone for another Hawk touchdown.
Boy, man, he hits that hole in a hurry. And there's some extracurriculars after the play and another flag on that. Looked like a Lockhart player, another helmet came off. I tell you what, on the end of that run, he threw a stiff arm at Titus Ramirez that Titus will remember in the next week. I mean, he hits that hole. E.J. Adams hits that hole with a head of steam. I mean, really good downhill runner. If, anytime you're a running back coach and you're trying to teach a kid how to hit the hole, that's it. That's it right there.
Number 55 of the defense. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah, 55.
Well, the good
that's
thing
gonna
is
go on.
we don't have a 55 on
77.
defense. That's good. Yeah, I think that's going to be
It's on Brady
77 because
Yeah.
O'Bali hadn't been playing defense yet. And that's one of those one-on-one heated matchups that just continues away from
Yeah,
the play.
so here we go with the extra point try.
Hit her.
Snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah, little Lockhart fans are upset. Maybe a little payback there on that play. But it's getting chippy already out there as Hendrickson goes up 21-0 here in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter. Still 11 minutes to go in the half.
We'll keep it right here. Of course, we were down there at the tailgate party earlier today, gentlemen, as we were the judges. They had best food, most spirited, and the best tailgate decorations. And I'm going to throw the slide up here, and we'll have our winners. Of course, our most spirited tailgater went to
Michelle Ramirez.
Yeah, Michelle Ramirez.
And the Ramirez's also won
got
best food as well.
And the best tailgate decorations went to
That was Miss Ashley Larte.
Yes, so congratulations to all three.
And it was a great tailgate down there. A lot of good
and
a
food.
lot of good
Thank you
food.
for the invite. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
for the invite.
Yeah.
Thank you. Richard Abada coming up, and of course Ross joined us for the judging. So big shout out to Ross.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I recused myself. Y'all know why I recused myself
Yes,
from the
you-
voting,
I-
right?
I
Because
tell
I
you-
didn't want to have to eat all that food and then broadcast.
Well, I'll tell you,
Yeah.
they should have had an award for best tea. I think I drank half of the tea.
I did good. I did one chili dog and like a Lincoln sausage, and
Yeah.
I held it at that.
Yeah, I drank 2 cups of tea, and I'm like, oh man, now my sugar is going to be going through the roof here in
I'm
a
going to
little
go
bit.
refill this at halftime.
Onside
Onside
kick.
kick.
And that's going to be recovered. Great job trying to catch Lockhart Lions off guard.
Hendrickson pulling no punches. They want to put the game away in the first half
Yeah,
and
11
let their second stringers get some time.
Yeah, 11:02 left to go here in the Adrian Gutierrez Photography second quarter. And Adrian Gutierrez Photography wants to capture your special moments. Adrian Gutierrez will make you feel important on your special day and will do his best to exceed your expectation. You can reach Adrian Gutierrez on Facebook, Instagram, or just give him a call at 512-227-6794.
And a little something to say about Adrian Gutierrez. I can tell you how he stands out. I've been on the Little League board for years and years, and we went through so many photographers over the years before we landed on Adrian 3-4 years ago, and we have stuck with him ever since. Does an incredible job. Also does, all the school pictures, football, softball, volleyball, band, and, I mean, he just does an incredible job with every picture he takes. So give him a call if you got a wedding, special event coming up.
Yeah.
He'll do a great job.
Yeah, he did our family portraits a few years ago. Did a
I don't
great
know
job.
how he does it all. I mean, he's so busy. I mean, really, just photographing all the athletes.
It's
so
almost
many.
like there are 3-4 Adrian Gutierrez's running around
He's
this
got
earth.
some good help.
So
And he doesn't live in Lockhart.
So
Yeah,
second down and
Pflugerville or
6
something like that.
after a quick pass there to Wes Abel.
yeah, Hymas drops back, looking over towards the right side, keeps it, runs up the middle as the pocket was closing in behind him. And he'll
go
pick up
forward.
2 yards out to the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up second down and 4, or third and 4.
So Hymas has had good protection early. That play had some deep, long developing routes, and protection kind of broke down. He chose to step up with it. But a third down and very manageable for the Lions. Lions only picked up 1 first down so far, and that was in their first series of the game. Since then, the Lions offense has sputtered. And it'll be Roland Bright into the game at running back. 3 receivers down here, 1 up top.
Third down and 4 coming up. Hymas rolling around to his left, being chased from behind, throws it out to his receiver, number 4,
That's
George
McGee.
McGee.
Well, good job by Hymas getting away from the pressure and rolling out, but just unable to set his feet to get the ball to McGee, just a little bit overthrown outside. And that'll bring the punting unit back on. And as we see, they've been alternating, taking turns. Both of them have done great. This time it's Oscar Lamas' turn.
What do you think, Coach? Fake punt?
No, I don't think so. Not,
I think if I was going to fake it.
not the way things are going for us right now.
Well, and not to knock Oscar Lamas' speed at all, but I think if I was going to run a fake, I'd probably have Estrada in there, being as he's a speedster, member of the 4x100 record-setting relay team.
And that one's going to be blocked. Lama's going to pick it up. We'll try to pick it up, and they're going to fall on top of it. And the Hendrickson Hawks will have outstanding field position.
You just can't get in rhythm. These guys, this is something that can't get in rhythm.
Oh, this could get ugly quick, folks. It's already 21-0. Hendrickson Hawks will have the ball inside the red zone. Ball will be at the 18-yard line. And so far, the Lockhart defense has not had an answer for the big spread offense of the Hendrickson Hawks. Not only do they run the spread, they do a great job executing their fakes. Quarterback has been very accurate so far and can move with his feet as well. So Lockhart will look to contain him and lock down on those receivers. He'll have 4 wideouts.
First and 10 for the Hawks.
No pressure at all.
Pump fake into the end zone, try to get it out to Boykin, and that's going to be out of bounds. Great coverage out there.
Dylan White all over him in his hip pocket. There was no chance he was going to catch that ball.
He was so far into his hip pocket, he was unlocking the code of his cell phone.
I'm telling you. And that might have been an uncatchable ball, too, but a good route and good coverage out there. I mean, great mechanics. Y'all see mechanics of this quarterback, the shoulders, the feet, the pump fake.
Yeah, and he's just a junior.
Really good mechanics.
So once again, second down and 10. Vallejo calls for the snap. He'll hand it off to the running back as he goes around the left side. Wide open, room to run, and into the end zone.
Got a flag down.
Well, that could be the reason why the wide open space out there.
Well, Coach, you said earlier, did we only have 10 on the field? Because, man, that's what it looked like right there. Just nobody home outside at all for Lockhart. I was trying to look. I don't see who would be the outside linebacker on that side.
And they only have one receiver out there on that side.
I see the 3 linemen that they've got in.
Holding, offense, number 3, that penalty to decline. Holding, offense, number 57, 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. Replay second down.
Well, there you go. When you have one holding penalty, that makes a difference. When you have 2 of them, that explains why the huge hole over the left side.
Yeah.
All right, Lockhart will go back to their 4-down lineman look here. Back into the 4-3.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 20.
Titus Ramirez will come out of the game. And number 44, McKnight, will come in.
Quick throw out to the far side. Nice run to room. Great blocking up front.
Wow.
And into the end zone is going to be Braden Mueller.
I tell you what, this Hendrickson Hawks team has got speed across the board. We've not seen a guy touch the ball yet that doesn't have wheels, and they all do a really good job cutting across the grain, finding the running lane, and sniffing out the end zone.
Well, their offensive line also is giving the quarterback a lot of time.
Yes, and he has a good arm, and those receivers are extremely quick, very athletic.
Well, Lockhart's going to have to find some kind of answer on the defensive side. Otherwise, Hendricks will spend all night in the opposing end zone. That'll make it 28-0. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter. So only 2 minutes between scores there. I mean, they scored with 11 minutes. Here we're at 9, and they scored again.
Yeah. And real quick, do want to say congratulations to our Lockhart ISD Superintendent, Mark Estrada, who has been honored as the Region 13 Superintendent of the Year, a prestigious recognition announced during the annual TASA and TASB Texas Education Conference. The award highlights Estrada's leadership and commitment to advancing educational excellence across the district. Under his guidance, Lockhart ISD has focused on building a culture of trust, collaboration, and high expectations for both students and staff. So congratulations, Mr. Estrada. And, of course, when you have a superintendent that's not afraid to get on the sideline.
District opponent. And I do want to give a shout out to Lockhart Coach Maldonado and district opponent. And I do want to give a shout out to Lockhart Coach Maldonado and the team to bringing on, playing a team for homecoming that is a good team. And that's going to, as far as this has,
Right, no powder puff game
Yeah,
today.
it's not powder. Yeah, these are
Yeah.
consequences going into playoffs, and so I want to give the shout out to the team for choosing this team for homecoming.
Well, we didn't have Cedar Creek at home this year, so.
And to comment on that, there's no easy games on the schedule for the Lions.
Hey, so this is Bob Estrada
Yeah,
in at quarterback, taking the direct snap, and the Wildcat picking up 20 yards so far. He's rumbling down to the 45-yard line.
He's still going.
Still going.
And so the offensive coordinator for Lockhart pulls out out of the bag of trickery.
You got to play angry.
Well, you
That's
got to
an
try
angry
something.
run. That's
Got to
an
try
angry run,
something.
yeah.
And we've seen Bob Estrada going on offense only in Hail Mary situations before his quarterback. That time he sets up behind center in the Wildcat and
Got
takes
a flag
off.
down.
Oh, no.
There is no foul for illegal block.
Good.
Ways the player did not make contact. First down.
As we take a look at that instant replay.
And number 2, Bob Estrada takes it.
So
in.
no penalty on the play.
4-yard line, and that'll be getting up for a Lions first down.
And guess what? He's still, well,
Yeah, they're going to keep with the Wildcat. Why not? It worked for a big first down. That's Lockhart's biggest play of the night so far. Went for 25 yards.
So Estrada still at quarterback. Bob Estrada, that is.
Trying to see who's back there with him. Okay, that's going to be Rolling Bright with him.
Goes around the right side, gets the edge, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage, past the 40, out to the 37-yard line.
and that's something you work on. Different situations where, hey, our quarterback got hurt. Let's do this, and now we're doing this. So,
Well-
and it hasn't been practiced very much. But Bob's such a great athlete because he qualified for state last year in track. He has very good speed.
Well, and it's not a desperation thing either. It's basically trying to change the rhythm, and you've had 3 offensive series, hadn't been able to get it going. So it's just doing something different to spark a change within your team. You can be sure that you'll see Jaimez right back in there here in just a second.
And of course,
Good play call.
while we have this injury timeout, I do want to give a shout out to Game Day Sports Bar, who are streaming tonight's game right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And of course, once again, tonight's football game is brought to you by, or tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Studio 301 Productions, as they are right here, right next to us, working the video cameras that you see right here on the screen, getting us all the great shots of the game.
And after the injury timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Lions as Estrada picked up 2 yards around the edge, following the block of Bright. And it'll be Jaimez back into the game, standard offense again. He'll have Zeke Navarro in the backfield with him. And it looks like they're probably going to go the power pistol, which is where you have Parker Connor offset to the right, Navarro deep behind him. And this essentially it's I formation, but it's out of the shotgun. Ross, this is basically what we used to run.
That is, yeah.
Power I, 2nd down and 8. Jaime is looking to call for the snap, gets it, and fakes the handoff to the deep man, goes around the right side, and not fooled at all is that Hendrickson Hawks defense.
And tell you what, guys, he took a shot.
He sure did.
That's going to be number 8, Carnell Spicer, with the stop.
He pops up quick off that turf. He's good to go. And so going to be 3rd down and long again for the Lions.
3rd and 11.
And so Lions found a little wrinkle with the Wildcat, got him a couple yards, and back to the base offense and trying to get something going here. We'll have DeMonte Anthony down here. He'll be in man coverage. It'll be number 4, Devin Parker, the senior, covering him.
And nobody over top with that as James drops back. Throws it deep down the
Wide
far
open.
sideline. Got the
Good
receiver
catch.
wide open.
That's Killian Lyles, the Cowboy kick returner, with a big catch and a big play for the Lockhart Lions, moving the ball all the way down into the red zone.
Lockhart just needs a little bit of confidence. That looked like
Yes.
a great pitch and catch right there. Good blocking, too.
TD, and I don't see the backups in for Henderson yet. I mean, there's still pretty much a lot of first-teamers out there.
Well, judging by the way their coach onside kicked it with a 21-point lead, he's not going to be satisfied with 28.
Well, the same thing that could happen to the Hayes could happen to them tonight.
Pass complete. That'll be good enough for a Lockhart
Back to a
Lions
traditional
first down.
pistol here. Connor goes in motion.
Good.
And there's that quick passing game that we've seen work well for the Lions. It's not flashy. It's nothing crazy. It's just get the ball out of his hands quick. out into the flat and see if they can make something happen. That one good for 8 yards.
Second down and 2 coming up.
Do they play Connor just as a tight end, or is he like, does he do run fullback?
He's like the Swiss Army knife.
He's an H player, really, is what he is. He's an H back,
Okay.
so he'll play wing, he'll play tight end, he'll line up as a fullback. He'll also split out into the slot as well.
I don't know if y'all stood next to him. The kid's built well. Yeah.
He's a great blocker.
Hey, he'll go to the
He's
concession
thick.
stand and make
He's
popcorn.
thick, yeah.
See, he's in a down tight end position
Yeah.
here.
He'll hand it off to Zeke Navarro going to the right side,
not
and that
much
front
there.
line of the Hendrickson Hawks defense.
Well, not much doing for the Lockhart Lions on the ground so far tonight. Zeke makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to say he lost half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 3. I got to think you got 2 downs to get this here. We'll see Roland Bright coming to the game. Zeke thinks he's going out. Roland Bright says, no, we're both in there, buddy. They're going to probably go with like their big goal line set, maybe tush push twice in a row. We'll see. Anytime you get both running backs into the game, you got to wonder what's coming. Generally going to be some kind of a heavy set.
Yeah, there's going to be a timeout.
And they'll talk about it.
Well, speaking of the H-back, I mean, Baltimore Ravens run it with their tight end.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at that catch by Keelan. So far, that's going to be the front runner for the catch of the game. And Keelan just outran his defender out there on the far sideline and made a great catch.
Well, and I got to correct it. I said it wrong for 3 weeks. I've been calling him Keelan. His name is
Killian.
Killian Lyles.
Killian Lyles. And then I was calling him Price, too.
I'm working on correcting myself today. 3 weeks of saying it wrong. I gotta make it up to that young man. Got to fix it. But he gets a great catch. He hadn't got his hands on the ball in a kick return yet. And so 3rd down inside the 10. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Like I said, you got to think Lockhart's thinking they got a couple plays to get this. They're going to go back to the Wildcat, this time with 3 running backs in the backfield. And you're a quarterback away from this being the wishbone. It's going to be Estrada.
There's Navarro and Bright. And
Quarterback
Estrada keep her right up the middle and nothing doing. And looks like he might have lost a yard on that one.
I'll tell you what, this Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks run defense has been stout all night. And looked like Coach was thinking about going for the field goal, but down by 28. 3 points don't do a whole lot for you. So he'll bring Jaimez back into the game. They'll face a 4th down and 4. Big crucial 4th down here for the Lions. You really like to get some points here, start to claw your way back into this thing. We've got 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter.
Yeah, big 4th down and 4 for the Lions inside the 10.
And they're going to be bringing the blitz off the edge.
Yeah, they can get the first down out to the 5, and it looks like Coach Maldonado calls a timeout. And while they'll take a timeout, gentlemen, let's take a quick timeout ourselves, too. And we'll be right back with some more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Born and raised in the heart of Austin, Texas, Bobby and Bobby Mack are the dynamic duo behind Tater Q. One day, Bobby envisioned a stuffed potato loaded with all the fixings. An idea that sparked the beginning of Tater Q in 2016. Fast forward to January 2023, when their first brick and mortars at 1202 FM 685 in Pflugerville, Texas. Tater Q restaurant has redefined comfort food with our famous spud. Each loaded baked potato is crafted with savory meats, fresh toppings, and our signature sauces, creating a meal that brings everyone together. So stop on by and taste why our spud is a must-try for barbecue lovers.
Today, and you saw me get up and turn the thing down.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, 4th down and 4. Jaimez drops back, throws it to the end zone, and incomplete.
And he was looking for McGee in the corner, well guarded over there by number 35. The coach mentioned him earlier. That's Rhett Peterson. He's got an interception the last 2 games, and he guarded McGee tight there. That'll be a turnover on downs. That's a heartbreaker for the Lions. Anytime you're inside the 10 and you get turned away with no points, that's rough.
We've got something really special happening, and we want you to be a part of it.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hendrickson Hawks.
Purchasing a table, our first ever upcoming senior serve drunk dinner.
As we have 4:49 left to go here in the Adrian Gutierrez Photography second quarter.
Handoff.
Yeah, coming around the near side, and Portillo in there to make the stop after a short game, along with number 0, Titus Ramirez. That's going to be a gain of 1, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, Sarge, I figured out why our crowd mic was so loud and clear. It's because the speaker right above my head was
the speaker inside here in the press box.
And so, once again, the Lions do very well on first down. Just need to find some consistency on the defensive side of things.
2nd and 9 for the Hawks.
Yeah, Vallejo gets the snap. He'll keep
Quarterback.
it himself. And great job on an
tackle.
open field tackle by number 5, Aiden Scott.
And Lockhart happy to have their strong safety back on the field tonight. That'll be the 4th tackle of the night for Aiden Scott.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Big down for the Lockhart Lions. They could force a punt on 4th down. It'll be huge.
And looks like they'll be running it to the left.
And Vallejo gets the snap. He'll fake the
Hand,
handoff,
quick
throws
flag.
right over the middle. And a great catch by the receiver, number 22, Hunter Hicks.
And another big tackle by Aiden Scott.
And a
Flag in the backfield.
Roughing the quarterback.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 99 of the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
You know what they say. If you're going to rough him good. And D lineman, every now and then you got to get you a free hit in. That'll be 15 yards on top of the play. That'll move the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line. With a team this good, you don't need to help them out. They helped themselves plenty.
Yeah, they had enough to gain with the reception for a first down, but you give them an extra 15 yards on a personal foul penalty, a roughing the passer, and like I said, it moves the ball out of the back of the end zone.
But another big hit by Aiden Scott, and he was right there as the ball was delivered. Good job holding on to it by the receiver.
Handoff.
Inside handoff on first down, and that's going to be good enough out to the 43-yard line.
And once again, first man to hit him, Aiden Scott. Boy, he's trying to make up for all 3 weeks that he missed here in the first half. That's 7 tackles for him so far.
Yeah, I would think with the injury that he suffered, he might have been a little bit reserved about making hits. But after that first big boom he laid down, he's like, okay, let's rock and roll. 2nd down and 3, handoff to the running back going around the left side.
Portillo's all over him.
Over him, along with a host of Lions, but Portillo with them and not wanting to let that go. And look who's out there also, big number 99, Julian Benavides. Like, what's he doing out there on that far side?
That's one of the things this defense does very well is pursue sideline to sideline. And big 3rd down here.
2:17 left in the 2nd quarter.
3rd down and 2 coming up.
And they'll be in the pistol, and he'll pull them up to the regular shotgun.
Little handoff to the running back. Picks up the first down as he crosses midfield out to the 46-yard line.
2-minute timeout.
And with the 2-minute timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with some more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you've been part of Lockhart ISD, you probably know the name Connie Amaya. After 46 years serving our schools, she's still giving back literally. Each year, she and her foundation give away free backpacks to Central Texas students. It's all about breaking down the barriers and telling kids, we've got your backpack. If you would like to help keep it going, you can visit conniesamaya.org and make a donation. Every bit helps.
And we're coming back off of the 2-minute warning. It's 1st down and 10 for the Hendrickson Hawks as they have the ball at the 46-yard line in Lockhart line territory as they look to try and put some more points on the board before halftime comes around.
Too much time.
Yeah, throw down the near sideline, and that's going to be overthrown.
22.
Intended receiver was number 22, Hunter Hicks. And that's going to be incomplete. That'll make it 2nd down and 10.
And so, Ross, we've seen quite a few series so far where the the Hendrickson Hawks haven't punted yet tonight. They've scored every possession they've had. What do you think this Lockhart defense can do to slow down this potent offense that we're seeing?
Definitely some pressure on the quarterback. I'm no coach, but I know football. I would do some stunts. I'd have my DNs line up a little closer to the ball, and I'd stunt my linemen. They're just running straight in, so I'd have them
Screen play, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of the running back, number 23. He had plenty of room to run. Brody Martinka.
Well, that's a great setup play. I don't know if you saw it. I mean, they had screens set up on both sides. So he had two options. He had a screen out here in the flat and then a running back screen on the other side. That's a creative play call.
And I believe they had the screen covered over here on the near side, but on the far side was wide open.
And so, Ross, to your comment, I realized a second ago after you said it. So Lockhart doesn't run traditional DNs, and they're 3-4. Those two outside guys are going to be their jack and their backside outside linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
So, like on this play, you see number 0, he's backed out into coverage.
Oh, no,
they're just running.
Yeah, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the down line.
The outside tackles. Yeah.
So I'd come up a little closer, and just
Play game.
But and even if it's not stunts, I'd run.
Start moving them around.
I'd start moving them around.
Yeah.
I'd start hitting different gaps. I would get their feet mixed up on the O line. Obviously, they're tall, big guys, and they're building confidence. They can just hold these guys up as they need to. So start moving them around. Use their athleticism. I know all those kids on the line. They're super athletic. Start using the athleticism.
Third down
brings
and 15.
the house.
Yes, throwing over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete.
Look at that. Get them a little shaking.
Well, Lockhart brought the house on a blitz that time, and number 25, Landon Mendez, almost got to him and then did a really good job of holding the quarterback up. He was being watched very closely there. You could kind of see the refs like holding the flag at his waist, just waiting to see, is he going to throw him down? Good job not letting his emotions get the best of him. That's going to bring up 4th down, and that'll be the first punt of the game for Pflugerville Hendrickson, and that'll bring up Paul Creighton, senior defensive back to punt.
And Bob Estrada back to return the kick. That kick's going to be away. And it's going to take a bounce at the 27-yard line. It'll take a hawk roll before it's going to be down at the 20. And it'll be first and 10 for the Lockhart
defensive
Lions.
series.
Yeah, Lockhart holds them finally.
Yes.
Absolutely. And offense was starting to show some spark last time. Just gotta lay that one brick and then build on it. It's like building a house. You got to start with the foundation.
Get that first score and don't worry about the rest.
Yes, Coach, you're right.
Build that confidence, yep. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Studio 301. Appreciate you watching.
Oh, yes. Whether you're a Hendrickson Hawks fan or a Lockhart Lion fan, I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by Studio 301, as TD mentioned. So, Hendrickson Hawks 28, Lockhart Lions 0, 1:32 left to go here in the first half. Hymas calls for the snap. He'll hand it off to Bright as he comes around the near side. And looks like he didn't gain but maybe a yard on the play.
Took a shot there.
That's the biggest difference I'm seeing for Lockhart against these Hendrickson Hawks versus the team we've played so far, and it's speed on the edge. That play right there is a great example. Almost every team we played there, that little shimmy shake to the outside from Bright has been able to get him free, not against these Hawks. They've got speed on the edge, and they attack to the point.
Hyman's dropping back. Pockets closing in behind him. There's a penalty flag.
I'll give the secondary the sack on that one because that was a coverage sack. They had him covered up tight. Everybody was covered in the back end. Had DeMonte Anthony covered closely by number 6. Parker Connor was covered closely by number 2, Maddox Quillier. Just really nowhere for Jaimes to go with the ball.
That's going to go against
the Hawks.
Yeah, so that's going to make it first down and 10.
Well, and I said Paul Creighton, he was covering DeMonte Anthony on that one. Now we know why he was so tight on him. And Lockhart catches a lucky break. Only 57 seconds left to go here. Lockhart has only one timeout left to use.
Inside handoff. Looks like to Bright. Bright with plenty of room to run.
Oh, good run.
Ooh.
And the big deal is that'll move the chains and
Timeout.
momentarily stop the clock.
No.
And so you won't have to burn one.
No timeout.
And you want to get set quick as soon as that Down marker is set. The clock will go, and it is running under 45 seconds.
Ball is at the 46. Hymas dropping back, looking over the middle, throws it deep down the near sideline, and that one's going to be out of play.
And maybe a little miscommunication on the route there.
That one was headed for Wes Abel.
And that'll stop the clock and give the Lions a second to regroup at 2nd down and 10. So better protection from the offensive line the last 2 plays, as Hymas has had time to set his feet and throw. It'll be one on. Nope, he's got safety help there in cover 2.
Yeah, they'll hand it off to Bright as he'll go around the right side, and he gets across midfield out to the 48-yard line.
Timeout.
Yep, they'll have to burn one here. It'll be 30 seconds left to go. And so Lockhart, with the goose egg, hadn't got on the board yet. They'll see if they can draw something up. Ball's going to be just past midfield into Hendrickson Hawks territory.
Right. You know, before the start of the game, Lockhart was 0-3. It's crazy, though, an 0-3 team, but they have outgained their opponents by 200 yards.
Yeah,
combined.
In 2 games, Lockhart has outperformed their opponents by the numbers. The big thing that has hurt the Lions has been turnovers and defense. You know, even if you're scoring like in a game like this, if you can't stop them, Lockhart's got 1 stop in 5 tries basically against this offense. So we'll look to see what adjustments they make coming out on the defensive side in the second half.
Oh yeah, and you talked about the little shimmy and shakes that Bright was doing so well against Lehman. Maybe that's some of the film that Hendrickson looked at, all those shimmies and shakes. Don't bite for the fake. Go for the football. 3rd and 4 coming up. Hyman's dropping back, throwing deep down the near sideline to Anthony. Wide open at the 10-5. End zone. Touchdown, Lockhart.
And DeMonte Anthony, the freshman, runs a beautiful 9 route. That's the difference. He hits him in stride there, and he's able to take it all the way for 7 points. We've got our first name in the hat for running for catch of the day.
Let's hope it's not the last one.
Great job by the freshman, giving a spark to his team and getting them going. They'll take some confidence into the locker room. After pinning the extra point, they'll only be down by 3 touchdowns. Crazier things have happened.
And Estrada's going to be in there to kick the extra point. Has struggled a little bit so far this season.
And this one a crucial one. You need this extra point to put it within 3.
Snap is back, hold us down. The kick is somewhat blocked. That's going to be scooped up at the end in the back of the end zone.
And that's their return man that's
They'll
got it. He's got wheels.
Got room to run down the near sideline, being chased by Portillo.
And
Portillo coming up to make a little bit of a stop.
Bad news, guys. We got somebody hurt.
Portillo slowed him down, and then Ibarra eventually able to clean it up.
So the extra point conversion will be no good. With 22 seconds, it'll be Hendrickson Hawks 28, Lockhart Line 6. Let's take a look at that touchdown pass from Hymas to Anthony.
As you can see, they only bring 3. Lockhart does a good job of picking him up. Anthony gets a step on his man, and he does not look back. Great job there by the freshman. And again, I think he was guarded on that play by the freshman, Adrian Hines. So that was a freshman-on-freshman play there. And the young man able to walk off the field under his own power. Looks like he'll be fine. So Lockhart will have to kick off to Hendrickson with 22 seconds left. We'll see if maybe they elect to go with a squib kick and keep it on the ground, not give these dangerous return men a chance.
Luckily, we have two guys that can kick off.
And maybe a little trickeration on the horizon for Lockhart. Rarely do you see 3 coaches talking to the kickoff team without something being talked about or said. And it looks like, yeah, they are. They got their 2 wings up close, maybe just going to make sure that Lockhart doesn't onside kick it. And Lockhart sets up wide. No George Cruz. Sarge is not at home. George needs to tune in to the broadcast. Send him the link. And speaking of tuning in, thank you, everybody, for tuning in on Studio 301. Lamas' kick, a low, deep line drive. And those are the dangerous ones because
Oh,
they
no.
get them
Oh,
with a
room to run once again down the far sideline. Finally going to be ran out of bounds.
late block there, but couldn't see. Well, and I tell you, that kind of kick's dangerous because it's low, it gets to him fast, and he's able to get a full head of steam before your return team gets very far down the field. And they'll have their best starting field position of the night. Ball at the 45-yard line of Lockhart. Only 13 seconds left. I think Lockhart probably going to a little bit of a prevent here and just say keep it in front of you. But I can guarantee you they're gonna try to go for a bomb here.
They're ready to go. They're lined up already. They're
They
ready.
knew they were running the Hail Mary right after we scored.
Look for 0, Boykin.
Yeah, he's down here on the near sideline. 1st and 10.
It'll take some time for those receivers to get deep. So, yep.
Vallejo rolls to his right. Throws it out to Boykin who on the comeback.
Great catch.
And he'll head towards the far sideline, and he'll cut it back and keeps going. Great blocking on the edge.
Make the tackle.
And it's finally going to be brought down
Boykin does
inside
Lockhart,
the 20.
Boykin does Lockhart a pretty good favor there by not going out of bounds and then it really just extending the play till the clock runs out. Thank goodness. We're going to go in at halftime. We'll be down by 22.
Down.
And he's going to talk to Coach. Coach will decline it, and that'll be the half.
Good thing it's against Hendrickson. If it was against Lockhart.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block. That penalty's declined. That is in the half.
And so we'll take a quick break, and then after we come back, we'll have your Quantum Towing halftime show. Big night for the Lockhart Line Band. This will be the first time that Lockhart will do their full dress, full performance for the home crowd, and they'll be after the Hendrickson Hawks Band. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back here with the Quantum Towing halftime show. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on
The Lions Pride Sports Broadcast
at
in
Studio 301. We're getting there.
Yes.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Towing all the way.
To the field, the Robert E. Hendrickson Hawk Band and the Silver Dancers of Pflugerville, Texas. At this time, please welcome to the field the Hendrickson High School Silver Dancers. The 25-26 Silver Dancers are led by officers Captain Maggie Stedman, First Lieutenant Divine Milligan, and Junior Lieutenant Shiley Navarro. Social officers include President Aaron Coonan, Vice President Drew Shirley, Social Officer Peyton Malone. The Silver Dancers are under the direction of Autumn Fleet and Marielle Schneider. Our Spirit Girl of the Week is Ava Lesko. The Silver Dancer of the Week is Lily Walker. And the Director's Penguin of the Week is Amron Coonan. And now please enjoy as the Silver Dancers perform their streamer routine to Toxic.
go above and beyond for the program. Our first-year Hawk Band Member of the Week is Jose Garcia. Our Guard Member of the Week is Brooklyn Guffey. The Percussion Member of the Week is Kendrick Clark. And the Hawk Band Member of the Week is Michelle Wang. Our section of the week is the Trumpets. Drum majors Chloe Dixon, Liam Hackett, Edison Tao, and Jackson Williams. Is your band ready? The Hawk Band is proud to present their 2025 production entitled Emergence.
Parents of cheerleaders, please go pick up your children at the home side gate if you have not picked them up.
is under the direction of Dean Surface, Isaac Medina, Nicole Davis, Nathan Zamora, and Tom Jackson. The Hawk Band would like to express our thanks to the PFISD Department of Fine Arts and all of our amazing Hawk Band boosters, parents, and volunteers for all of their support. The Hawk Band would like to wish the Lockhart Lion Band the best of luck in the 25 marching band season. And as always, go Hawks! Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lockhart Lion halftime. Please welcome to the field the award-winning Lockhart High School Lionettes and Legacies. The Lionettes and Legacies are under the direction of Miss May Baylog. The Lionettes and Legacies are led onto the field by Captain Lindsay Schwann, Co-Captain Linda Brito, Senior Lieutenant Morgan Cancel, Senior Lieutenant Elena Cervantes, Head Social Officer Ziena Ramirez, Social Officer Alia Leos, Social Officer Jocelyn De La Cruz. The legacy of the week is Mackenzie New. The Lionette of the week is Millie Sanchez. Tonight, they will be performing their team jazz routine to I Want You Back.
Is that why they're playing at the stands? Yeah.
Please give one more round of applause to your 25-26 Lockhart High School Lionettes and Legacies. Now entering the field, the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Mr. Peyton Grover, Mr. Joseph Gannon, and Mr. Jared Autry. The color guard director is Mr. Sergio Rodriguez. The freshman of the week is Giovanni Ochoa. The member of the week is Kaylee Castillo Valerio. The section of the week is the saxophones. The color guard member of the week is Alex Rodriguez. Tonight, the band is proud to present their 2025 program, Pedal to the Metal. Soloists are Elias Hernandez, Andres Osuna, David Maldonado Cervantes, Isaac Jacob, Haley Dittmar, Benjamin Gonzalez, and Araceo Gonzalez Dominguez. Congratulations to drum majors Melanie Suarez and David Maldonado Cervantes for being the 2025 Lockhart High School Homecoming King and Queen. Junior drum major is Edith Sarate. Lockhart ISD is proud to present the 2025-26 Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Now pulling up to the starting line. It's the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025-2026 Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. The Band and Guard would like to thank LISD Superintendent Mark Estrada, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Camarillo, LHS Principal Michael Herbin, and the RLB and CG Boosters for their endless support. The Boosters would like to thank the following sponsors. At the drum major level, Original Black's Barbecue. At the section leader level, First Lockhart National Bank. Greater Caldwell County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, McCoy's Building and Supply, Bill's Truck and Trailer Repair, Aloha Commercial Services, Mario's Taco, Kreitz Market, Randolph Brooks Credit Union, and Barb's BBQ. The Roaring Lion Band would like to thank Lone Star Rally Cross for providing the drag racing Christmas tree as seen in tonight's production. Please give one more round of applause for Lockhart Lion Halftime, the Roaring Lion Band, our state finalist color guard, and the award-winning Lionettes and Legacies.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And we are back for the second half of football here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by Studio 301. And, gentlemen, we were talking about here briefly, but Ross, I want to get your thought about our new head coach, Coach Maldonado, of course, athletic director as well.
I haven't had a chance to meet him in person, but you know what? We've actually corresponded a little bit. We've actually corresponded some on Facebook, and, man, he responds very quickly. I like what he's doing as far as the community. He's posting a ton about the kids. You can tell he cares about the kids. And with all the boys and girls I work with, they have nothing but good things to say about him. And the parents I talk to. And so for me, that's just a very big upside. And I'm very confident and very happy to see what's going to be happening in the near future. But I've been watching him throughout this first half, and he's very uplifting to all these kids. And like I said, man, like they're just getting their footing under them. He came late in the spring. And this is, he is rebuilding a team, and I'm very excited to see what comes out of all this.
Yes, and of course we were talking about Lockhart for the first time in probably a couple of decades, 2 freshman football teams, which these players stay together. Next year we could have 2 JV teams, and then you start talking about numbers when those 2 squads that moved from eighth grade to freshman to JV, the numbers start growing on the varsity level. And of course we talked about Lockhart has more numbers than what Hendrickson Hawks has. So when numbers start rising, the level of play starts rising as well. Not to say nothing bad about the players we got now. We got some outstanding football players. But when you got that many players, you don't have to play both ways with so many other players.
You're a lot more fresh. It's the law of averages. The more hits you take, the longer out in the field, the more possible you have to get injured. So I see where you're coming from. But when it comes to an athletic director and coaches, especially at the junior high and high school level, it's about creating a culture and about developing young men and women. Oh, yeah. And then the winning will come. But that's a good – did we get that?
Oh, almost getting it. It's going to snake right out of the hands of a Lockhart Lion, and it's going to be recovered by Hendrickson Hawks. And I think that was Bob Estrada. The ball went in and out of the hands. And welcome, everybody, to the Adams Sons AC Heating third quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Real quick update in district scores going around the area. College Station A&M 21. College Station Cougars 7. Bastrop Cedar Creek 0. Hayes Hawks 35. And the Weiss Wolves all over Kyle Lehman 20-0 in the second quarter. And, of course, some other score updates. Lake Travis 34. San Marcos 0. And Bastrop Bears 36, Austin Crockett 3. And at Burger Stadium, as we got the first play, a nice pass going over on the far side. And it looks like he just might have gotten enough for another first down. And at Burger Center, it is, check this out, Luling Eagles 0, Rebels 7.
Close game.
Got a flag, late flag. And just to finish up what you were saying as far as numbers, if February is a big day for the Lockhart High School and all the other area schools, because that's when realignment comes out. We're going to need those numbers if we get moved up to 6A.
Yeah, we will. And if not, but
Number 3 of the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play, and it is second down.
Wow.
But yeah, no. I think first and foremost, create a culture and create a positive one, and that's what I'm seeing here.
The result of the play was a first down. It is first down.
And developing decent human beings out of these young athletes, and all of the kids that I've seen that I work with every summer long. I mean, all summer, every year, man, I adore them. They're great kids, great personalities, and great integrity.
That's going to be a handoff
good.
right up the middle. Nice job to get away from the initial stop and cross in midfield out to the 45 and swung around to the 43-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Hendrickson Hawks.
That number 27, man, he's
a
quite
big
a handful.
Well, and the story of the first half, making the first man miss. I mean, we continue to have shots at him in the backfield, just unable to wrap up.
Now, real quick, gentlemen, got a shout out from Rafael Guzman on Studio 301 YouTube channel. Says, thank you for the entertaining broadcast, gentlemen. And you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in and watching, not just you, Mr. Guzman, but everybody else. As we get back to action, that ball's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage by Titus Ramirez.
And thank you, Mr. Guzman.
Yes.
And that time, Lockhart able to get some pressure on the quarterback, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And Titus Ramirez getting his big paws up there to bat that one away.
He has a knack for that for sure. He's really good at knowing when he's not going to get home and getting his hands up and causing disruption.
2nd and 10.
As Vallejo's in shotgun formation, 2 receivers up top. Boykin all by himself down here on the near side as he'll be joined by number 17, Jonathan Green, playing the slot. It'll be inside handoff to the running back once again, number 27, full head of steam, as he'll pick up another first down.
When he gets going, he's hard to stop.
He reminds me so much of like the old school fullbacks.
Yeah, it looks like we got a penalty.
I mean, it's not too fancy. It's just straight ahead and in a hurry.
Like you back in your high school
days.
days.
I just hit the hole, just hit the hole, and it's hard to tackle someone at
like to
full
put
speed.
him in the I formation.
Wow.
I'd have to be the center now, I think.
I made this comparison last night for another young man on the opposing team for the Hendrickson Hawks, but, man, running north to south like that reminds me of one Curtis Hawkins who's on the coaching staff for the Lockhart Lions this year. Another run up the middle.
Ooh, took a shot
for Adams.
Yeah.
And this time he'll only pick up 9 yards.
And so Lockhart, even in the first half, playing physical football, but the biggest issue with the big hits is they're coming 8 yards down the field. And as I always say, Lockhart's got some great safeties and they're good tacklers, but ideally you don't want your safeties to be your leading tacklers on the team. That means they're getting to the second level too often.
Yeah, we have an injury timeout on the field. Let's go and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
And we are back from the injury timeout as a young man was able to walk off the field underneath his own power. That's going to bring up second down and a long one. Gets away.
Right. Good.
First miscue of the second half for the Hendrickson Hawks. Actually, first miscue of the game.
Lucky break for the Lions. That's going to move them back into 3rd and 7. Well, they skipped it down, but it is 3rd and 7.
There we go.
There we go. So a big 3rd down and 7 coming up. Now 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 up top. The veteran voice of the Lockhart Lions, PA, Rob Ortiz.
Bringing blitz.
Dropping back, throws out, got to receiver, and that catch is going to be made.
It's right about the marker. Hard to tell. Looks like
right around the 21-yard line.
Yeah.
Needed the 22 for the first down.
Yeah, they'll have enough, it looks like. We'll see where they spot it.
First down.
Yep. Pretty much right at the marker.
No measurement needed. Of course, we all know about measurements from last week. But won't get into that.
Yeah, we're trying to forget that. So. That was a nightmare. It wasn't a football game. It was a nightmare.
Well, first down and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pistol formation. Leo gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, got his tight end wide open, unable to get it to him. But great job by Portillo to make sure.
Good pressure.
The tight end didn't make the catch, yeah.
Well, and two big hits on the play. You had Landon Mendez hitting the quarterback, then Portillo hitting the intended receiver. I mean, that's the kind of football you got to play. You got to play physical, and you got to play it at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be kind of my big question for the second half. I wasn't here for the Quantum Towing halftime show, but what adjustments does this defense make to try to slow this offense down?
And that's going to be Adams once again. Bounces it out. And breaks
going.
through a couple of arm tackles and into the end zone for another Hawk touchdown.
Lockhart really having trouble getting their hands around E.J. Neal Adams as he makes three different Lockhart Lions miss on that play. Once again, opportunity to hit him in the backfield, but Adams just so good at moving downhill, staying tight and compact. It's almost like, reminds me of some of those, knees and shoulder pads guys. It's almost like there's just not much to grab onto. You really got to be solid when you're tackling a guy like that.
Extra point try, snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And, gentlemen, I do have a shout-out that I'd like to give. One, Lynn Ramirez, she's actually watching from the ICU in Kyle. Now, are you a Lion fan or a Hendrickson Hawks fan?
She's a Lion fan.
Okay.
That is going to be the grandmother of Titus Ramirez.
So thank you for tuning in and watching, Miss Ramirez.
Well, she'll be happy to know that her family at the tailgate won best food, and her daughter-in-law Michelle won most spirited tailgater.
Great.
The Ramirez family rolls deep. They've got dad, mom, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and they've got more grandparents watching on the broadcast. Yeah, so
there we go right there.
Paulo Albadan back out to kick again. There's the tailgate winners for today.
The best decorations, best food, and most spirited tailgater. So congratulations. And always a good time down there. It was great food down there, and a lot of people. I like the support that Lockhart has been showing for these tailgates. And a big shout-out to Richard Abada for getting it started.
Yeah, the first time I've been out I really enjoyed myself. I was surprised of all the people coming out, and it was like really, really cool little tailgate.
It grows each week. Each week it seems like there's another canopy and another family out there making some food, and it's free to everybody. I can't tell you how many people go, how much is it?
Yeah.
It isn't. It is free.
The lady out there was like, is there any bottled water, and how much is it? And you could hear from the Ramirez side, hey, it's free. Just come get it.
Yeah, well, that's what's cool. It's a lot of people from the community coming together. Everybody shares. Everybody makes more than enough to go around.
Yeah,
we've all taken food home every time.
One of the assistant principals couldn't believe it was free. He said, really? Yeah, just enjoy it.
So
I guarantee we'll have more people out when it starts getting a little bit cooler also.
Yeah, Lockhart's first possession of the second half will be, I believe, to Bright right up the middle. And Bright gets it out to the 30-yard line. Good gain of 3. That'll bring up second down and 7.
Well, tonight my food was free, but technically, I spent about 2 weeks in the deer stand last year to get it.
And I was going to say, of course, we couldn't vote you for the best food out there, TD. But I tell you what, that deer sausage that I took from you, and, of course, I took from a coach as he brought it up here. And then it was taken from me by Curtis Hawkins. So.
Oh, that's Westwood Wild Game. Oh, Monte Anthony tried to run for it. He pulled that one in all the way. He knows it.
Brings up a third down.
I talked to Anthony's dad during halftime, man. He's super proud of his son. Real proud of DJ. That's a standout basketball
I
player.
told him he got to get DJ back in football.
I coached DJ in youth football for a year, and man, we got to the point where I was like, man, just throw the ball to him.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
But sadly, he's a senior. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have been really fun if he would play football and watch both of them out here.
So here we go. Hyman's dropping back, throws out to the flat to his running back, Bright, and he'll probably pick up another yard or two.
Over the summer, Bright was one of my kids I worked with, and man, I tell you what, man, he's a standout athlete, and he motivates everybody around him. He was always helping out even the younger kids. Same deal, Parker, Connor, Noel. Over there where I work with these kids every summer, I'm really impressed by the leadership they show of it's all of us and not just me.
And I like Roland Bright's a real momentum guy. He'll start to heat up, and then he starts rolling downhill. We saw that short passing game, and I can't tell you how many swing passes he caught last week that he turned into yardage.
Who's back there at the punt?
That's going to be Bob Estrada, I think. Yep.
Yes, it is.
That's Estrada back there punting. And that one takes a Hendrickson bounce, but good job there by McGee to grab a hold of it. But Hendrickson will have starting field position in Lockhart territory. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and Studio 301.
If you're looking to cherish that special moment in photos, Warren Yanez Photography is the one to call. Warren Yanez is a very talented young man with the inspiration and determination to capture the photos that will create everlasting memories. In June of 2025, Warren was voted Best Photographer by the National Student Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C. Warren Yanez Photography has flexible schedules.
All right. And we are back as they're back and ready to play. And they'll pull the handoff, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper going around the left side as we have a new quarterback in the game, number 13, Chance Pierce.
Well, if you run a zone read offense, that is how you do the zone read. He rode him as long as he could. He watched Benavidez commit. Then as soon as Benavidez committed,
okay,
and there's a holding call.
Of course, that helps.
Yeah.
Still, that was great execution of outside zone there.
You know, TD, you remember Coach Page, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so back in our day, you remember it wasn't much of the zone read. It was more of the option read, remember?
Right.
And Coach Page would tell our DNs and me as a defensive tackle, he said, you know what, hit the quarterback every time.
Just tackle him.
Hit the quarterback every time, and guess what? By halftime, he's going to be pitching it.
Yeah, automatic pitch after that. Then it's just sweep after that.
Then you know, exactly, yep. And so that's why I've been kind of thinking about watching this, man. If I hit the quarterback every single time, make it to where he's going to have to hand off
Well,
the ball.
you played with some high-quality defensive ends, Paul and then Carmack, too. I mean, both those guys. And Kirk Fenton also.
Yes, yeah, Kirk Fenton.
You had three really good defensive ends that you got to play with.
Yeah, good. Yeah, very good athletic, very, very strong guys, fast guys.
All three of them are crazy, too. That helps.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, man. I think Carmack would literally dip while we were playing games. I swear to
God. I'll never forget his end zone dance when he scored that time.
So, yeah. But, yeah, no, they did have some good ends. But, yeah, Coach Page said you hit the quarterback, and he'll eventually, by halftime, you'll know where the ball's going.
Inside screen.
And a great job by Ada Scott.
Tackle.
I tell you what, I was watching the boys come out to the tunnel for second half. Now, Scott had a great first half. He's been out 3 weeks. Like I said earlier, he's trying to make it all up here in one game. But, you know, you could just see his body language. He's got a determination about him. Doesn't matter what the score is. I mean, his body language just tells you that he means business, even when he's out there waiting to go into the tunnel. So glad to have him back.
He's a tone setter.
Three receivers up top, Boykin all by himself, and quarterback draw right up the middle.
Good.
And that's going to be Pierce. And he'll get it just shy of the 50 out to the 48-yard line, where it's going to bring up second down.
And that's Portillo on the stop, helped by another couple lines. And Portillo got the deal where he take the heel to the sternum. He just held on.
Yeah, third down and 16. A big down for the Lockhart Lions defensively, trying to force Hendrickson for their second punt of the game.
Boykin one-on-one. He's going for him.
And he's wide open. He'll make the catch just inside the 20.
And Lockhart was in man coverage there. The safety was pretty late. You know, tried to help over the top, but they were in man. Titus Ramirez took away the flat, but he was headed down the sideline and gets a step on White, and big first down for the Hendrickson Hawks.
You know, other than the first quarter, Boykin's been pretty quiet.
Man, got a shout out on Well, Studio 301, Richard Bell says, awesome football game from Alabama.
Wow.
Says, go Carnal, number 8.
Up the middle.
Yeah, nice room to run, finding the seam and into the end zone for another Hendrickson Hawks touchdown.
And over again, the Hendrickson Hawks slice through the middle of this Lion defense with their run game. They got several good running backs. It's not just one. There's, I think, 3 of them, and they all hit the hole with a head of steam.
Yeah.
Boy, that's really going to stretch things out. It'll be 42-6 with 6 minutes, 7 seconds left to go. And the Adam & Sons heating and cooling third quarter.
TD and Coach, I can't tell from here, and you are watching more games than I do. Are the down linemen, are they playing head up or are they playing shade?
They go back and forth. They shade both ways.
Most of the time they're shade.
Okay. And I would say,
Yeah, with only 3 of them, they're going to be lined up in the gaps.
And they're getting double teamed quite a bit.
They are getting double teamed a lot.
And the reason originally he wanted to go to 4-3, but he didn't have enough D linemen.
Yeah.
We had more linebacker type kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he stuck with the 3-4.
Oh, I mean, I'm completely okay with the shade, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of double teams.
Well, it's something that I like too in short yardage. They'll pull an outside linebacker, and they will go to a 4-3 sometimes in short yardage situations. That's something I wish we had in the couple of years past, where we'd get into a goal line and, you know, we're back there in a 3-4, and I'm going,
yeah.
put some more linemen down.
Yes, I think originally they wanted to do almost like a 4-2-5, isn't that right? Right, and almost like what we ran,
Yeah.
Thomas, back in our days. And I think we had number ninth defense in the state back in the early 2000s with that. So, but yeah, like Coach said, if you don't have enough down linemen, but I think that's going to change next year. So.
Yep, slowly but surely with these numbers increasing, he'll have more tools and more weapons. Another pooch kick, and it's Zeke again. This time Zeke catches it on the run and picks up a couple yards on the return. And so that's where the Lockhart Lions will take over on offense. Lockhart able to get some points there at the end of the first half on a beautiful pass to DeMonte Anthony by Noel Jaimez. Only points of the game so far for the Lions. Like to see him try to make that happen again. The Lions have had a possession here in the they've had a couple possessions and 2 punts. And it'll be Navarro in the backfield. Jaimez will take the snap, and going to be a flag that stops it before it starts. That'll be a false start on the offense, and that'll move them back 5 yards.
False start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that one called on Big Joe Woody, senior. First time I can remember him being penalized all year.
Good-sized boy.
And so same formation for Lockhart. They've got Connor in there, the true tight end spot, 2 wide receivers left, 1 up top. Blitz coming.
Oh, good pickup. Let's go, Noel.
And Jaimez tries to get the corner, but they're going to stop him short of the line of scrimmage.
Took a shot there.
Yeah.
I think he might have lost a yard on that one.
He did. Actually, they're going to say he lost 2. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 16 for the Lions. You got to think you got 2 plays to try to pick up this first down. Try to find something intermediate and pick up a chunk here on 2nd down.
Yeah,
so far,
we don't want Henderson to get the football back.
Well, and part of why Lockhart has started to have success in their passing game is the success of their running game, but Lockhart unable to get the running game really going so far. There's been a couple sparks, but definitely short of their season mark as far as numbers. As Jaimez will pass here. He's going deep, looking for Anthony.
There we go. Good pass.
Well, there's pass interference, and then there's robbery. Check. Yeah, he was robbed on that one. You can see anytime you have 3 flags surrounding a guy on the ground, yeah, he was interfered with. That's about as bad as it gets. But you give up 15 or you give up 6, and they chose to give up the 15 there. And so Anthony's showing he can consistently beat his man and create pressure on this defense. I mean, you keep going to him because whether he's catching it or not, he's giving you 15 yards every time you throw it his direction, whether it's a catch or a penalty draw. And so Lockhart will switch it up. They'll send Parker Connor out into the slot up top with 3 receivers. They'll have one-on-one with man coverage here on the bottom. This will be Estrada out of the Wildcat. Estrada with some room to run, picks up 12 yards and a first down.
Great run.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half. Wrinkle from Lockhart Lions offense.
Great speed.
And we'll see Hymas checking back into the ball game.
Big game for Lions number 2, Bob Estrada. That'll be enough for a Lions first down.
And seeing some good play calls by the offensive coordinator, Tanner, here. And this will be a zone read. He'll give it to Zeke on the outside. Zeke won't make the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 2 on the play. Lose 3. Lockhart running game struggling to get going, but you can't abandon it. You got to keep coming back to it, because if you get stuck in a situation where you're only throwing the ball, this defense is going to pin their ears back and send extra rushers every time. So you got to keep them honest.
2nd and 11.
And this will be an inside give.
Go.
And Hymas will keep it.
Good job, Noel.
Good fake.
So good fake. My eyes followed Zeke inside, and then Hymas popped outside and picked up 8. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and manageable.
I don't know how he hit that. I have no idea how he hit that
ball. Did really well. I'll have to go back and watch that. It could have been one of those where he held it behind his back.
Yeah.
And so Connor goes back into his wing position, H-back. He'll go in motion. Hymas looks for the hard count. Nobody jumps. Looks to the side. Looks like they'll change the play. Still got plenty of time. 9 seconds on the play clock. And Hymas will take the snap. Good protection. Plenty of time to throw. He's going to go deep for Anthony again. And once again,
another one. No.
Wow, this time they didn't call it. He did impede Anthony's ability to come back to that ball, but it wasn't egregious, so they let him play. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Lockhart's got to keep their offense on the field. You need some points on this drive. I know I might go right back to that same play call again. Hymas had plenty of time to throw. So that's one thing that I'm seeing, Ross, is the Lockhart offensive line seems to be holding up a little bit better.
A lot better, and give it a little more time. If I was them, I'd probably do a comeback with Anthony. Look at him; they're going right with it. They did.
You called it.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, and he did a good job of breaking his route just past the sticks. If he secures that ball, it is a first down for the Lions. But you called it, comebacker after the deep shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of taking a quick break, I do want to let you know we are in the Adam & Sons AC 3rd quarter, and with temperatures reaching triple digits this summer and with winter bringing the cold weather, if you're needing your indoor or outdoor units to be looked at and serviced before the triple-digit weather arrives or the cold weather gets here, feel free to give Adam & Sons AC and Heating a call or shoot them a text at 512-844-2695. And, of course, Adam Renteria is always quick to answer his texts or his phone calls.
Yes, he is. Well, Lockhart offense not without some bright moments there, but nevertheless they turn the ball over on downs. Hendrickson will take over at the 39. He'll pull it off the give on the RPO, throw it outside to number 84, who's got some running room.
Good
and
catch.
he makes first man miss and is brought down by Aiden Scott. Scott's got to be in the double digits with tackles now, but that's going to move the ball into Lion territory. And great execution of that RPO play there. And the key to that is blocking, because it takes time for those kind of plays to develop. And this line for Hendrickson, they've got size, and they're holding up pretty well.
You're right, man. These long development plays.
Okay, Lockhart with just 2 down linemen here now, trying to bring speed and rush. And they pick up 6 yards.
Yeah.
So Lockhart trying different things, trying to find something that will work against this potent running attack. Yeah, so right now Lockhart only has 2 defensive linemen in. They're going to be more of a nickel package here. They've got an extra defensive back. Maybe looking to get some more speed on the field to deal with these speedy running backs. Ooh, that one once again tipped by Titus Ramirez.
That was good coverage.
That was coverage by Aiden Scott.
And I don't know. I don't know if maybe if Titus doesn't get a hand on that one, Scott might have had a chance at it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That was still a great play by Ramirez and good coverage by Scott. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, also want to give a shout-out to Tim Teresa Van Voord. Checked out the Quantum Towing halftime show. Says, way to go to the Roaring Lion Band. Great performance.
Ooh. A run off the right-hand edge. He's got room around the outside, and it's Hayden Scott once again brings him down, but not before he's able to pick up 11 and another Hendrickson Hawks first down.
And running out of bounds will stop the clock at 1:55 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter. Fresh set of downs.
Those outside D linemen just need to attach to the tackle and just ride them out. I'll ride them out to the sideline. Not get sucked up.
And so Lockhart back to their traditional D, 3-down lineman, looking to throw. Quick pass out to the right-hand side to his number 1 receiver. And he's tackled quickly there by Dylan White.
Okay, tell you what, these guys aren't dropping anything, right?
Oh, man, they sure don't. That's Romeo Boykin. That's, man, he's got to be getting close to 10 receptions on the night. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 4.
Take a look at that last play. I think Lockhart got a good one out there. I don't think Boykin went down all the way.
I saw that, but I think he stepped out of bounds after he kind of, let's see. So, yeah, he didn't quite go down, but, yeah, he kind of gave it up himself. And here's another run to the right-hand side. This time Lockhart does exactly what Ross has been calling for. The defensive tackles and the outside linebackers hold the edge.
Somebody lost their helmet.
They're still able to pick up a couple yards.
Please set the play clock to 40 seconds and start on my ready.
And so they'll reset the play clock. And we'll adjust our clock as well to 1:03.
I'm getting it there. 1:03. All right, here we go.
Shout out to Sarge. He's manually working the clock for you folks at home. It's not an easy job. He's got to watch the game, watch the clock, and adjust it constantly.
I'll do it the easy way now. 1:03, here we go.
3rd down.
3rd and 1.
And he'll roll out looking for the flat and then goes
Wide
deep.
open.
Wide open in the end zone. And an easy pitch and catch touchdown. That's number 14, Caleb Stewart, with his first catch of the game, and it's a good one. It's a touchdown.
And that'll move the deficit to 42 as the Hawks are up big, 48-6, as we await the extra point try.
Correction, that's Devin Parker on the reception, number 4, not number 14. And out to do the extra point again, that's Brennan Mercado. He's the senior kicker. Puts the boot into it, and it is good.
Almost got a hand on it.
And so the gap widens, 49-6. Another tough week for the Lockhart Lions. Shout out to my fellow coach tuning in. He helped me to coach a group of girls to the state championship of Texas and seniors division softball at Little League. Mr. Juan Ramirez tuning in. He tunes in every Friday night.
Well, we talked about that during the, I believe it was Midnight Madness, and talked about how great of an experience it was for these young ladies to experience. Lockhart's never had a softball team. And Lockhart Little League to make it that far.
Man, we made a great run. And
that's awesome.
We got to play against some great teams in Louisiana. We came 2 games short of the Little League World Series, but it was an awesome experience.
Yeah, I remember seeing y'all posting about it. I think even my son does out there practice. Y'all guys really had those girls fine-tuned.
This community really supported us as well. Another short one. Fair catch called for by Zeke this time.
You know, Juan is my fraternity brother as well from college. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His son Jeremy will I think this was the first summer Jeremy didn't come to my camps, but his son Jeremy.
Well, I
comes to
tell
my
you, that's
camps.
because he was playing baseball
Yeah,
all over the place.
I blame you, Thomas. Yeah,
they were. No, he's playing select ball. They were in Oklahoma and Arkansas.
He would tell me. He'd keep me up to date.
They were all over the place.
Yeah, we run into each other, especially. Trust me, he becomes really popular with me when my truck needs to be fixed.
All right, Lockhart coming out on offense once again. It's Noel Jaimez. He's going to have Caden Roland Bright with him. You'll have McGee and Anthony down here on the short side. It'll be Parker Connor and Killian Lyles up top. He's looking to go for McGee. McGee's well covered, so he goes down.
That was a
for
good
Anthony.
catch.
Great catch.
Good.
Great catch.
Another great catch by Anthony, and the coverage was good, but Anthony showing his hands off, and Noel doing a good job working through his progressions there. First option wasn't available, and then at that point it becomes a scramble drill, and Anthony gets open for him. That's a big first down.
Very impressive of a quarterback in high school to do all that, and then make time. That was really impressive.
Well, and for the receiver to break the route off and get open.
And he saw him doing that. That was what's impressive. He saw him break it.
I got a flag.
And there's going to be another holding call against the Lions. Looks like this may be the second one against big number 6'4".
I tell you what, Lockhart got, I wouldn't say cheated out of it, but of a backwards pass last week that was recovered in the end zone. Should have been a touchdown for Lockhart, but the referees called it an incomplete pass. This one was very close to being a backward pass. And fortunately enough for the Lions, the referee blew the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and sometimes those missed calls, it's not just the points you miss, it's the momentum that could create, because that was on the second play of the game.
Yeah.
And you never know. I mean, it's not that one play can't change a whole game, but what it can do is give you momentum, and that can for sure change a game.
Mm-hmm. Lockhart's going to be called for a holding. That'll move them back 10. First down and 20.
And 2 steps forward, 1 step back for the Lions.
Still first down.
Lyles and McGee will go up top. Connor back to his H position. And they'll look to do a misdirection and get the ball to Connor. He'll catch it, but behind the line of scrimmage. And then the Hawks are all over him.
Hawks are fast.
They sure are. They've got some speed, and that's number 10, Trevor Morgan, senior. Or I'm sorry, number 16. Got it wrong again. That's Great Samuel Umana. What a name.
That's a football name.
His first
right
name is Great. No, it really is. It's great.
It sure is.
Well,
no gain on the play. Connor was able to get it back, and we're going to hit the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we will have your Meitler Plumbing fourth and final quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by Studio 301.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
All right, so second down and long for the Lions. They're going to go the pistol formation here. We'll have Anthony in one-on-one coverage up top. That's his first option. That's not available. And now he goes to McGee, but great defensive coverage
that was
there.
Good coverage. And you know, Noel, you saw how he was just moving around the pocket. Man,
yeah, he felt the pressure from his
great.
backside.
Yeah.
He stepped up. His first option wasn't open, second wasn't, and he went to the third that was McGee breaking it off, but great coverage there by Maddox Quillier.
It was good coverage, but the throw was good. Him moving the pocket, I mean, yeah, very mature for a high school kid that typically I think quarterbacks a lot of times is based off athleticism. It's a lot of good, like, natural-looking quarterback moves he has in there in the pocket.
And great job by the front line to give him that time.
Of course, yes, sir.
Tries for the hard count, doesn't get it. He's back to pass again. Great blitz pickup.
Oh!
Just short.
Sorry if I'm screaming.
Let's hit a quick replay if we can catch that one, Sarge. I want to highlight something for the fans at home, and it's what your what a good running back can do for you in pass protection. So Lockhart will come out and punt. While they do that, we will take a quick look at that replay. And so what I want you to watch here is number 7 for Lockhart. This is going to be Caden Roland Bright. He's offset to the right. I want you to watch him pick up this blitz. Here comes a blitz, and Roland Bright with a good pickup and gives Hymas time to throw it. Short punt. Almost muff.
Yes, almost.
But he got a hold of it, and they'll take over at the 35-yard line with the score 49-6. And they have not shown any signs of taking their foot off the gas or trying to coast to a victory yet. So far, it seems like Hendrickson has tried to continue to score every chance they've gotten.
Yeah, I think they learned that from last year, TD. They had a couple of ball games that they were ahead, and they just stopped playing, and the other team made a comeback.
That's right.
And it happened just 2 weeks ago against Hayes.
You were telling me that before the game tonight, so they probably learned a lesson from that, and we'll keep on trying to score as they come out. They've got 4 wide receivers.
Or they're mad because they're picked to play for the homecoming game.
And this one, just a straight giver on the right-hand side. All the room in the world. And he's run out of bounds. That's going to be Joseph Ancita in there running him out.
Yeah, Joseph Ancita came in, had a lot of playing time when Aiden Scott was out for an injury.
And that was Martinez with the run.
And you know what I like? Aiden Scott was injured the first 3 games of the season. They have taken him out and put Joseph Ancita, who started those 3 games, in place of Aiden Scott. But at a score like this, you want to keep Scott out, just to make sure he's going to stay healthy.
And
he's
Scott's
about to go back in.
Yeah, I just saw him go and talk to the coach. Hey,
he's ready to go back in.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do, but come on. And he's right there in the ear of Coach Maldonado, too, and there he goes back onto the field. So
remember, he's a senior.
That's right, and he missed 3 games already. He's trying to get everything he can. So they'll bring Rodolfo Ibarra will come out of the game as Scott goes in. Couple players changing out there. Tell you what, 2 of them that they almost never seem to change out. They're 2 outside linebackers, Titus Ramirez and Miguel Portillo. Those guys, they don't ever come off the field. It's going to be an end-around reverse. Plenty of room. First down picked up. That's number 24. He's making men miss left and right.
Dang.
And Bob Estrada is finally going to run him down at the 6-yard line.
Good balance.
That's going to be a 34-yard run. And that's number 24, Logan Clark. Backup running back getting time. He runs just like their first stringer.
Yeah, it's going to bring up first down and goal to go from inside the 10.
Lockhart just has no answer for this Hendrickson Hawks offense. I mean, just unable to slow them down.
They're just wearing them down. We don't have the bodies to replace them.
And that'll be zone read give. He'll give it off to number 23. That's going to be Brody Martinka with a touchdown for the Hendrickson Hawks, and he'll extend it to 55-6.
And I believe we're right in the area, Coach, where I believe a running clock will be hit. If both coaches, of course, agree to it.
No, I don't see Maldonado agreeing to that.
It'll be a 50-point lead pending this extra point. Lockhart's biggest deficit of the year so far. And unfortunate on homecoming here at Lions Stadium. This will be number 45. This is a new kicker. This is going to be Mercado.
Snap his back, hold us down, kick us up, and it is good.
So, as with the big lead, everybody getting in there on the Hendrickson side. Tough outing tonight for the Lions, and they've still got 10 minutes left to go. And at this point, you start playing for pride and telling yourself stuff like, okay, we're not going to let them score again. We're going to go get some points. You got to play for pride and play for progress here. And see younger brother Noah Jaimez warming up on the sideline. He's taking some throws. Got to wonder if maybe he gets a shot tonight, down by 50 points. If ever there's a time to put the young men in and give him a shot, give the older brother a break, now would be the time.
I believe Noah is a sophomore. Am I correct, Coach?
Yes,
sophomore.
And he'll probably be, right now, he's looking at being the top quarterback for next year for the Varsity.
And he's standing there like maybe he expects to go in, so we'll see what happens.
And you did mention, Coach, earlier or yesterday that he did take the majority of the first team snaps during practice this week.
He took quite a few.
And Bigheimer still has his helmet on, so we'll see who comes out. This will be number 87 to kick off, and it's that pooch kick again.
I don't think they want to kick it to Estrada or Lyles.
This one's going to be Parker Connor trying to make something happen. He's got some room around the right-hand side. He's out to the 35 and out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
Kind of late out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, Connor ran with that ball with some bad intentions. He hasn't had an opportunity to get the ball thrown to him or even run the ball out of the backfield.
And it will be – sorry.
Yeah, first chance he gets, he's running with some serious intentions out there.
And it will be the sophomore, younger brother, Noah Jaimez, coming into the game. These will be his first in-game reps as a varsity player. He got a lot of reps during the scrimmages, but has not seen the field yet in the first 3 games.
Oh, he did come out for a little bit for the
right.
Victoria West game.
Couple plays.
Yeah, a couple of plays.
And he'll hand it off to Zeke, going right up the middle, following Parker Connor's block. Zeke will pick up 4 hard-earned yards.
I hope they let him throw a few passes.
That's 2nd down and 8.
Actually, got 2nd and 6.
And he'll look at the defense. He'll call out the play at the line. He'll be back to pass. Coach is going to get what he asked for. He goes deep looking for Anthony. Anthony is, looks like he's interfered with again, but doesn't get the flag, but almost caught that one.
Good throw. But, yeah, look like those. He got bumped, right? Like, pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they don't throw the flag, it ain't interference. It's just good coverage.
3rd down.
And they don't hesitate to let the young quarterback air it out there on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and 7. He'll be looking to pass again. This time he's intended for Abel, just out of the reach.
Just a little bit short.
He had to throw that one through a tight window, and they just missed. It'll bring up 4th down.
Let's take a look at that 3rd down play real quick. I tell you what, Noah's got a nice, strong arm. And we'll get back to the game action, but Bob Estrada is back to punt the ball.
Yeah,
it does. It looked like defender got there a little bit early.
Yeah, Lockhart will change everybody out, bring the punt team in.
There could be a fake punt possibility, Coach, as Bob Estrada is in there to punt the ball away.
Tell you what,
timeout, Lockhart.
Yeah, a lot of room on the far side of the field, and only one man out there. And he was covering the gunner.
Yeah, okay. So while they'll take a timeout, let's take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with some more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Kent Riddle Properties is the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for the 2022 to 2023 season and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
And it looks like they considered going for it there and then thought better of it as they'll be in their punt formation.
But with one little wrinkle, Bob Estrada is back there to punt the ball away. Defense is playing as if it's going to be a run, like if they're going for it on 4th down.
And they are.
They are.
And he's got it.
Going.
Go.
And then some.
Oh, good.
Bob Estrada almost gets a corner, but fake punt. If there was ever a time to run it, that was it. And Estrada picks up 18 and gets the ball down the 41-yard line.
Shows some great speed there.
I'll tell you what, let's run another fake punt.
Right.
On 1st down.
Well, they have run the Wildcat with Estrada, and the offense will huddle up on the sideline, get the play.
Yeah, you know what? It may be a far stretch of it, but seeing Estrada run down this sideline reminded me of back in 2006. I went to go watch the spring game, the orange and white spring game for UT, and I got a chance to see Vince Young run right down the sideline in front of me, and it was almost like effortless, and that's what I saw from Bob Estrada running down the sideline. Like, it was easy.
He is quick, and he is in there in the Wildcat. And he'll follow the block of Caden Roland Bright, looking for some room outside. He's got a little bit.
And the first down.
Boy, Estrada, Bob Estrada running hard.
Oh, lost the ball.
Looks like he got stripped. I'm not seeing any
they're going to
whistles
say he
or
was
calls.
down. That'll stop the clock with 8:47.
Boy, Estrada doing everything he could there. He's hopping, skipping, jumping, trying to do everything he can. Looks like he got enough for the first down where they're going to rule him down.
Is that the runner was down due to poor progress.
And so
Yeah,
that
we'll
whistle
take it.
did. Yeah, we'll take it however we can get it as we'll take another look at that play. Estrada going around the outside. And that's where they blow the whistle, and then the ball comes out.
Forward progress was stopped. So good call by the referees.
And back to standard offense. Pistol with Noah Jaimez. He'll give it off to Roland Bright, who's hitting the backfield, but still able to get 4 yards out of it. Pretty good deal, seeing as how he was hit right after he got the ball. And see young Anthony out there calling for a play, saying, give it to me, give it to me. He believes he can beat his man. That's number 32 out there, who Coach told us about. He's got 2 games in a row with an interception. We'll see if they look that way. Nope, they'll stick with the run. And this will be Roland Bright. He's bottled up right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he got any yards on that one. Right back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
You know, a play that we've seen before that we haven't seen tonight is the
annexation of Puerto Rico.
Well, the jet sweep, the jet sweep.
Oh, there you go. Yes,
and the motion too. You know, it's sometimes we start out with a lot of motion and eye candy, and it just kind of dies down throughout the game as he goes deep for Parker Connor.
Oh,
boy, they were all tangled up, both offense and defense.
That was right there.
And they'll stay out there on 4th down. They got to go for it here. That one just out of the hands of Connor, out of the reach.
He knows he had that too.
We'll take another quick look as they get the play from the sideline. And
what happened?
And we see the pass from Noah Jaimez. And just out of the reach. Jaimez back to throw again. He's looking for Anthony. Airs it out deep.
Oh.
And looks like either not enough on it or maybe miscommunication on the route, but nevertheless, incomplete pass. Turnover on downs yet again. Hendrickson Hawks will take over. 7 minutes, 24 seconds left to go here in the Meitler Plumbing 4th quarter. Shout out to Darren Meitler. He's down there in the crowd as always.
Well, I got a chance to take a photo. Of course, I'll be posting those a little bit later on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page. But Coach and I got a chance to take a photo with Darren Meitler out there. And he was like, he was amazed about the tailgate with the free food and everything. He was like, man, I shouldn't have ate before I came here.
He's a good patron of our tailgates for sure.
Yes.
Lockhart defense back on the field. Starting to see a lot of twos getting in the game here. But as I said, they stick steady with those linebackers. And going to be a quick pass out on the boundary. He'll make the first man miss, and he's into the open. He's at the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and another Hendrickson Hawk touchdown on a ball that was completed at the line of scrimmage.
Missed that first tackle, and that was it.
Yeah, there was nobody left. They were in man coverage, no safety help over the top. If you don't make that tackle, you get to watch him run all the way, and that's just what he did.
That was Matthew Dominguez with the catch and run for the score.
When it rains, it pours, and it's coming down here at Lockhart Stadium. And that extra point is up and good. It'll move the Hawks up to 63-6. 7 minutes and 10 seconds. That running clock's starting to sound pretty good now.
Well, as you mentioned, TD, Hendrickson Hawks lost some games last year in the second half as they, kind of let off a little bit, and they're not letting off tonight.
No, sir.
It's
And
63-6.
speaking of that, last year they beat Lockhart 35-11. That was their last win. They lost 5 games in a row. They lost to Weiss, lost to College Station, lost to Anderson, lost to A&M Consolidated. They ended up beating Lehman and Cedar Creek, not to miss the playoffs.
Well, I can tell you they're definitely an improved team upon what we saw from them last year, as they are doing a really good job executing the spread and RPO. Just about every wrinkle that they've thrown, I've been really impressed with their execution. It all looks very clean. They've practiced it a lot, and it's that kind of tells you a lot about the team, how clean everything looks. This will be Parker Connor again, looking to repeat last time, but it's not there this time. They'll bring him down to the 24-yard line, and that's where Noah Jaimes will take over. Sorry for the stutter on the quarterback's name. We got Noel and Noah.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure and get them right for these young men.
Like, you got to make sure, look for the number. Okay, Noah Jaimes.
And
or as we used to say, Little Jaimes.
Well, we could call them big and little, but these young men got names, and I intend to use them.
Actually, the little brother's taller than
Little big.
How can the little brother be bigger than the bigger
Okay, here
brother?
we go. They've got Miles in there. Miles Carter in the power pistol. They'll run behind him on the left-hand side, and they'll pick up 4. We saw this formation last week kind of in a down in like a goal line situation.
And, Coach, real quick before the next play, where most people would say, well, they're just running up the score. What does this mean, a learning lesson for the Lockhart Lions offensively and defensively?
To never stop playing. I mean,
There
the other team's playing. You got to keep playing. And a lot of this also, Sarge, it comes with a tiebreaker, points scored in the district ball game. All that comes into effect later on.
I just got a text message. Ashton Dickens is watching, wishing he could be playing out here
Mr.
right now.
Mr. Lockhart himself.
Yeah,
come on back.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. In my 12 seasons, that's the best football player that I've seen out here on the Lockhart Lion football field.
You ain't kidding.
Great kid, too.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he told a pretty good football player also.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story.
He's all right.
I get a text message from him him and his mom early last season. And one thing is his football teammates didn't believe he was a quarterback. That was one thing. They thought he was a linebacker. Another thing is his shoulders, he didn't have a neck after our last summer training. And anyways, he's over there working out, and the strength coach said, man, you almost had a really good strength program over there in Lockhart. He's not. I've had a strength coach the past 4 years. Yeah. So.
And that's going to be Braden Pereira in the game with his first carry.
Shoulder pads and knee pads.
And he picks up a couple. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
I think I remember about Aston is that his uncle Chris Jennings taught him everything he knows.
That's what Jennings will tell. That's what his uncle will tell you. Yeah, his uncle. Actually,
and then Lex will tell you that he taught Chris everything he knows.
Yeah.
It just runs downhill.
Well, I'll tell you this. Ashton's number was 11, and he never knew it, but that was the same number Chris wore in high school as well. I played with him. And right now, Chris and my brother, they actually coach together at Buda Johnson.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom, Alexa's, telling all of them, I taught him.
And she's the one you don't want to
Oh,
disappoint.
yeah. I tell you what, his biggest fan, Alexis Jennings. I remember the Kerrville game at Kerrville when, I don't know what Ashton was doing out there on the kickoff return team, but he returned it to the house. And we were able to get a great video of his mom dancing in the stand, celebrating. And, that was a great moment right there. It's enjoyable. His biggest fan is his mom.
Oh, she is.
Of course, every football player out here, their biggest fan is their mom.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Alexis, I'll tell you what, man, she is a ball of charisma. That little woman.
Well, it wasn't her first. It wasn't her first time around. Her other son, DK White, came through the program before Ashton, so she's experienced.
Another fake punt by Estrada.
Oh,
right.
To the house.
To the house. All right.
Bob Estrada showing off the wheels.
There. Do we get a flag?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm going to run out there and grab it.
And DK was quite the strong safety himself, if you remember. That guy.
Well, and then he moved to linebacker
Yeah.
in his senior year and did I think he want to say led the team in tackles.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, come on. And guys, don't forget the mom ran track in high school. And
Alexis
she actually
was an athlete.
she actually ran the hurdles.
She graduated with you, right, Thomas?
Yeah. 2003.
And Coach Chris Gooding was her coach.
Yeah. Oh,
He was a hurdle coach.
he
Let's
was.
take a look at that play once again. Even though it's going to be coming back, but look at that speed from Bob Estrada.
I say
And
we
that was
move,
that penalty
I say we
right
move,
there.
We put Bob on both offense and defense next week, and kickoff
He's
return.
definitely making a case. Making a case for it for sure.
Is Bob Estrada's his family from here?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I'm related to some Estrada's.
Well, I tell you what, that gives Lockhart a first down and 10 because the penalty
came after
he crossed the line of
It's a
the
spot
first down
foul.
marker, and it was further on down the field. So from the spot foul back, gives Lockhart a fresh set of downs.
We'll keep it right here through this timeout as Hendrickson calls one. We've got 5 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the Meitler Plumbing fourth quarter.
And to remind everybody, at the conclusion of the game, we're going to have your Quantum Towing post-game show. We'll have your Quantum Towing players of the game for offense and defense. So let's start putting our heads together here pretty soon. Yeah, 96 total TDs for Ashton Dickens.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah, Mama Jennings texted me. I
Yeah.
sure was celebrating 96 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, about half of those came in his junior year.
Yeah, yep.
You know how many I had my senior year? 3.
Show off.
I had one as defensive tackle. 14-yard pickup from fumble, took you to the house.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Scoop and score.
Yes, sir. You were there, Coach.
It took about 15 minutes for him to get to the
Yeah,
end
man,
zone.
I was faster than you, man.
That's going to bring up second down and 10. And, of course, I mentioned it earlier, my 12 seasons, Ashton Dickens was one of the most exciting players and, broke all kinds of records. That's why I dubbed him Mr. Lockhart. Of course, I've seen a lot of exciting players, of course, Curtis Hawkins. We had the Ellisons,
brothers,
the Ellisons. And, a lot of other running backs that came out, especially through the slot T formation. That's all we saw was running backs. But,
Don't forget
Jackie Edwards Jr.
My time.
My time Gonzalez, yeah.
And this is going to be a give to Pareda. Makes the first
There you
man
go,
miss
man.
and the second man and the third.
I'll tell you, he's one of my boys I've worked with for 3 years, and man, I'll tell you what, he can move a house. They strap a car behind him, he'll move it.
Well, and he's a junior, so we'll see him this year and again next year.
Yeah.
And, of course, last year, Coach and I dubbed them shoulder pads and knee pads. 'Cause that's all you saw running, shoulder pads and knee pads. And
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's one of the funniest kids. He's kind of a quiet kid, but he's one of the funniest kids I've worked with.
All right. Noah Jaimez. He got a big old receiver down
That's
here
all I
at
was
the
just
bottom.
asking. Yeah, who's number?
Wow. Good
Oh, and
throw.
he goes for him. Oh my goodness.
He had that. Oh, it went right through his arms. This is where you just want to have fun.
Who was that?
I think that's Miles Carter.
No, it's not Miles.
No? Is
Miles
it
is not
90?
that tall.
That's 90. 98?
98.
No, 98's not listed.
Oh, it was 00. No?
No, is that that's
88.
88.
And
It's
88's also not listed.
Yeah.
So that's probably, let's see when he takes his helmet off. See if I recognize this guy. And of course, he's wearing a goon cap where I can't see who it is. But I bet that's one of the guys that's probably moved up in the
from
last
David,
couple
yeah.
weeks. Otherwise, he would be on our roster. Big boy, he got open
He was
there
moving,
too.
wasn't he?
Ooh,
Fourth down
Estrada's
and
wide
6.
open. Oh, they caught up to
didn't
him.
wanna-
I think if Strada would have came back for it a
Yeah,
little bit more,
it
they'd
would've
have got him for
Well,
a
he
passing
burned
appearance.
burned the corner right away, but then the safety able to make it over in time, and they'll turn it over on downs once again.
Tell you what, Noah has a strong arm.
Let's take a look at that third down play one more time. I don't know who it is, but number 88 had some nice speed for a big guy. And
He got a little bit of a jump there,
yes,
too.
he did.
Take it back to the beginning one more time there, Sarge. Want you to watch. This young man knows how to get a step on the defense. See, they get set up. He's off the line. He's ready to go. He knows the snap count. Good job. Quick takeoff.
That's a takeoff knowing, hey, it's coming to me.
All right, Lockhart defense back out. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. He's got some room. Breaks it back left where he's brought down by Titus Ramirez. And he picks up 8 yards. And that's going to be quarterback going to be number 19, A.J. Fowler. He's listed as a punter and quarterback. He is a senior. And back in the backfield will be Artis Duncan, also a senior. So 2 seniors getting some play time here up big against Lockhart. It'll be 2nd down and 2. It's going to be an end around, and it'll be a give to number 82, Matthew Dominguez, and he's got some room. Good open field tackle, but not before he picks up 12 and another first down. Dominguez, he had a touchdown catch, didn't he?
I think he had that long run on a screen pass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hawks taking their time.
They got 11 on the play clock.
Keaton Price in the game at outside linebacker.
Quarterback draw.
Good tackle.
That's a good open field tackle. That's Landon Mendez. He had a big game last week.
Yeah, I played football with his dad. His dad was a cornerback.
He's quietly putting together a really good season. He's adding up the tackles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gentlemen, we are in the Meitler Plumbing 4th and final quarter. Meitler Plumbing is a plumbing service located in Lockhart, Texas, offering services such as drain cleaning, remodeling, sewer and water line installation. They are licensed and insured. Meitler Plumbing can be contacted at 512-398-3146.
Or you can just come out to the game on Friday night and give them your ticket.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and 6. It'll be a quarterback run right around the right-hand side. They string him out, but he's able to get around the edge and goes out of bounds just short of the line to gain. They'll give him 5 out of the 6 he needed. And so it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. And they're not milking the clock here. I mean, they're running back. They're getting set up. I mean, I think they have every intention of trying to put another one in if they can.
And I think we're at the 2-minute warning.
We'll get just 2 minutes and 1 second. He did go out of bounds, so clock stopped just before the 2-minute warning.
So we'll be just underneath the 2-minute warning as soon as this play completes.
Lockhart stacking 8 men in the box and still unable to stop them from getting a first down.
2-minute warning.
And that'll take us to that 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Lockhart Lions Football and Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and Studio 301.
At Lockhart Warriors, we are a select nonprofit sports program tailored for athletes who aspire to compete at the highest levels. Our focus is on providing an affordable pathway for dedicated athletes to access top-tier competition and develop their skills in a challenging environment. We cater to those ready to embrace rigorous training and competition.
Take a knee formation.
Now it looks like they're going to go to victory formation. They picked up a first down. And I think Coach Maldonado will not use timeouts here. He'll let the clock run down.
That's good. That's good.
I do want to give another shout out to Game Day Sports Bar for a broadcast of tonight's game. Of course, they may not have gone in Lockhart's favor, but I want to give you a big shout out and thank you for supporting Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, which is brought to you by Studio 301.
And as this game concludes, I just want to say, make no mistake, folks, Lockhart Lions are, they're building, they're learning. They've got a new head coach. But the number one thing that I can tell you that I've learned watching this team, talking to the players, is that they're bought in. They're bought into Coach Maldonado. They're bought into his system, and they're committed to work, and they will continue to work and try to find victory. But disappointing night here at homecoming for the Lions. But, I just wanted to say that one thing. Make no mistake, these young players are bought in. They're going to continue to fight. They're not going to hang their heads, and they're going to do something at some point here, so don't give up on them.
Oh, yeah, so as the clock begins to wind down, which will conclude the game, Hendrickson Hawks will come out victorious 63-6. We will take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we will have your Quantum Towing postgame show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And welcome everybody back to the Quantum Towing postgame show. Well, tough game for the Lockhart Lions as they fall to 0-4 on the season, 0-2 in district play. Hendrickson Hawks go to 2-0 in district play and 2-2 on the season. 63-6 victory over the Lockhart Lions. Actually, they go to 3-1 on the season. TD, your thoughts?
It's a tough pill to swallow, but as I said a few minutes ago, this team is learning a new system. We got a coach late in the spring, didn't have spring ball, had a short preseason, so there's lots to learn, lots to build on. We continue to see bright spots and potential every single week of what the future may hold. More numbers coming up. Stay strong and stay faithful, Lions fans. Hang
in there.
Hang in there.
Continue to support these young men, and Coach has done an outstanding job with the excitement. And it's one thing, for an 0-4 team, you don't see that much support from the community to the coaching staff and the football team. But it's something different this year with the excitement that Coach Maldonado has brought on from day one when he was named the head coach and the athletic director for Lockhart High School. The community, not just the football players, but the community has bought into his program, and they're standing behind him. And I looked down there as the seconds were ticking down. We still had a lot of people out here in the stands.
Oh, that's right.
Previous years, at halftime, they would have been gone.
Well, like I said, the players are bought in. I'm bought in. I believe good things are going to happen, and they're coming in the future for the Lions.
Oh, yes. Before we get to the post-game honors, let's talk about what's going to be taking place next week. Oh, there we go. All right. Talk about the games that's going to be going on next week. In week 5, Weiss Wolves will be at Hendrickson for a big game at the field. Anderson Trojans will be traveling to A&M Consolidated. College Station will be at Bob Shelton Stadium to take on the Lehman Lobos, and Lockhart Lions will be on the road to take on Cedar Creek from Memorial Stadium in Bastrop, Texas, 7:30 p.m. kickoff time, and we'll be there to cover all that live action. And for the bye week, it'll be the Hayes Hawks next week. And that's how your Week 5 games will be going on.
And week after next will be the bye week for the Lions, or as TD calls it, fishing week.
So before we get to the Quantum Towing players of the game, we got the good old boys fishing catch of the game.
And I don't think there's any doubt about it. We'll take a look at it. And it's definitely going to be the pass to Anthony. And Anthony reels it in and then refuses to go down into the end zone. He's got it once again. I think this is going to be his third time. The second or third time. Good job. You are the good old boys fishing catch of the game.
So congratulations once again to Anthony, a freshman. Now, we talked about, freshmen, moving up. You kind of want to develop them in the freshman side or the JV, but I've said it before.
He's
Anthony does not. Yeah, he is. DeMonte Anthony does not play like a freshman.
No, he sure does. He it's not just, how he plays, too, the attitude, the body language. There's a lot more, especially when you have a younger player. Sometimes you have real talented younger players, and then what you see is a bunch of bad body language and attitude. You do not see that with him, and part of that goes to, I know his dad and how he's coached. His dad may not be a coach on the team, but he's a coach's kid. And what I mean by that is, he carries himself like a coach's kid, plays like a coach's kid, and couldn't ask for more out of the young man. Great job, DeMonte, with the good old boys fishing catch of the game.
All right, your thoughts, Ross, on the freshman?
Y'all said it. I think all of us grew up in a period of time where a freshman coming up to a varsity level is almost unheard of. You have to be a very special athlete to do that. And I think throughout the past decade and a half, all teams around Texas kind of have almost watered that down. With Coach Maldonado, I think that he could have had the opportunity to bring up more freshmen because of the trend, and I'm glad he hasn't. But with DeMonte, you're right. He has everything that you need to be as far as a mature young athlete and a young freshman. He deserves to be on the varsity team.
Oh, and if he was playing as a freshman, he'd have 8-9 touchdowns a game. And
yeah, he deserves to be where it's at, like where we're here. He checks off all the boxes.
Oh, yeah. So as we continue on with the Quantum Towing post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, we get to the Quantum Towing post-game honors. And your Quantum Towing, let's start with the defensive side. Your Quantum Towing defensive player of the game is going to go to?
That's going to be Aiden Scott. Welcome back, Mr. Scott. He came back with a bang. He was in double digits on tackles, had some big hits out there. And as I said, one of my favorite things that I observed from him was coming out at halftime. Lockhart was down big. But just watching his approach, his warm-up, his body language, you can tell that young man's about his business, and he was ready to make up for the couple games that he lost. Seemed to make it all the way through this one without getting any new bumps or bruises, and really glad to have Aiden Scott back. He is your Quantum Towing defensive player of the game.
And now we go to your Quantum Towing offensive players of the game.
And it's easy because we just talked about him a bunch already. On the offensive side, it's going to be DeMonte Anthony. He had quite a few catches today and the only touchdown for the Lions. And then we're going to do something else special here.
We're going to have your Quantum Towing special teams player of the game. And we had to do this. He picked up a big first down, had a long touchdown run that was called back, but you can't deny the athleticism of this young man and the speed. And your Quantum Towing special teams player of the game is going to go to Bob Estrada.
And I think
we just created a new player of the game because of that.
That's right, but it won't be every week. You got to do something special to earn the special teams player of the game. But yeah, your Quantum Towing special teams player of the game is going to be Bob Estrada. And it wasn't just on special teams; he also came in on the offensive side of things. Up to now, we've seen him on offense, but we've only seen him in a Hail Mary situation. Yeah. Tonight, they brought him in the Wildcat, so we saw a new wrinkle. He was able to pick up several first downs in the Wildcat, and then he caught a deep pass down the side as well. So who knows? Maybe we'll see Bob Estrada more and more on the offensive side of things. I tell you what, you put him and Anthony out on the same side together, you can't double or bracket cover both of them. I mean, that's some big potential there, although Anthony seems to already get open all the time by himself anyway.
And Coach, your thoughts on Bob Estrada, Aiden Scott, and, what else hasn't been said about DeMonte Anthony?
All three of them did a great job. A great job for the freshman. And Bob, I think he brought a spark to the team. I think we're going to see more of him in different packages.
Yes.
And Aiden Scott, I know he told me, Coach, I'm playing. I don't care what the doctor says,
And we saw him talking to Maldonado on the sideline. Hey, Coach.
He's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's going to finish the year on the field.
He laid some hits tonight for sure.
Oh, yes. And, of course, it took a couple of soft hits to start it off. And like I said, they're probably from a 3 weeks absence coming back from an injury. But that big hit over here at the goal line on the north side of the end zone, I think that set the tone for him for the rest of the game, knowing that, okay, I can make these big hits and still my shoulder's going to be okay. I can walk away from it. And from then on, Aiden Scott was a force on the defensive side. So congratulations to Aiden Scott. You are the Quantum Towing Defensive Player of the Game. DeMonte Anthony, once again, the Quantum Towing Offensive Player of the Game, and a new award that we're giving out tonight because of him. Bob Estrada is your Quantum Towing Special Teams Player of the Game. So congratulations to all three. Lockhart comes up on a big loss, 63-6. But before we close out, I do want to get some final thoughts from you, TD, Coach, and then Ross, and then I'll give my final thoughts before we close it out.
Well, the game was what it was tonight. There was some bright, shining spots, and I want to comment on something that I see happening here after the game. There's a lot of different things a coach can do after the game. He can go talk to the crowd. He can head into the locker room and start looking towards next week. Coach Mike Maldonado has a few of his coaches out on the field, and they're talking through some of the stuff that happened in the game tonight. What can we do better? What can we change? And I just love that attitude and that approach.
Yeah,
you know,
where it's fresh still.
The game's
still
been
fresh.
over for 10, 15 minutes. They're the only ones left on the field, and they're still talking through, you know, what happened, strategy, what we saw, what can we do different.
Here also.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to make improvements in every way they can, and they're not just going to accept, you know, oh, well, it's a rebuilding season, so there's no expectation. Coach Maldonado does not accept that, and I can guarantee he's going to keep working hard to try to bring victory to these boys in our town.
Coach?
What's the most important game? The next one.
Yeah, there
Come
we
back
go.
to work on Monday and get ready for Cedar Creek. Reminder that the JV, Lockhart JV, will be here on Thursday against Cedar Creek.
And we'll be covering all that action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And Ross, your thoughts of tonight?
I see a lot for the future, bright future for the Lockhart Lions on many facets. So hey man, you got to take the bumps with the good things, man. And this we're bumping right now, and that's okay. It's going to help build and develop these young men. I do want to say something though, Sarge. It's been a pleasure coming here for the last four seasons. Yeah. Thank you all for inviting me over. I know this is the last season we're going to do it for you, so thank you for inviting me.
Oh, my pleasure. And I think together, having you on the broadcast, we are 2-2 as a team. So we're 500.
We'll take that, but thank you all, TD. It's always good talking because we kind of catch up based on the fact that we played together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then of course, Coach, he's been in my life since I was 12 years old. So it's always fun coming here. But again, thank you for bringing me on for your last season and for this last game, and the fact that I know me and you talked and we wanted to come for a special game for homecoming. So thank you all very much.
But I want to leave with a final thought too about having Ross join us here in the booth.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks have heard the story before. I'll tell it again. I came and I was a freshman. I think Ross was a junior at that time. And back then, there wasn't a whole lot of separation. Freshmen would run scout team against the varsity. And I remember when I got moved to running back, my first handoff against varsity, I was tackled by this man sitting next to me. And I, like you said, so I thought about, man, maybe I want to play baseball for at least a few seconds. And he picked me up and smacked me on the back of the helmet and said, get back in there, Dunn. And he introduced me to high school football in the right way.
Yeah.
All love, man. All love.
Oh, yeah. And
didn't feel like love. Shit.
Oh, yeah. And as for me, the potential is there for Lockhart Lion football, and I thank the fans and the community for being patient because, it's a spread offense, but it's a different type of offense that Maldonado is bringing in to Lockhart. It's different from what Mavis had. It's from Mavis to Maldonado, and I thank the community for being in there and being patient along with them and understanding that it's a process.
And on defense, it's totally different.
Yes. It's a process, and Lockhart is going to be a good team. They're a good team now, but they're just going to keep getting better and better once the system continues to grow with them because the kids got to grow with the system as well. So, big shout out to everybody that
we're not in
their support.
You're right. And, Sarge, we're not in a powder puff district. This is a tough district. Yeah.
We said last week, if you want to make the playoffs in our district, you basically have to be top 15 in the state. And that's it. That's it.
And, Ross, I thank you for coming in to join us again. And, and it's special because you've had a hand in a lot of these student athletes, in the past. Of course, we talked about Ethan Mendez pregame show, but you've had a hand in a lot of the success that these young men has had, with the Ball Strength Fitness.
War Room.
War Room. Sorry, War Room. War Room. And, a lot of these kids are that much better because of what you've done for them. And I'm pretty sure they look at you and they give you all the thanks in the world. Of course, we just had Ashton Dickens. He was part of your war room as well.
Yes, sir. No, it's been a blessing for me, the fact that I'm able to be part of Lockhart Athletics and Lockhart community in this capacity. Man, a lot of kids, there's also kids I don't know, but will still come up to me and be very respectful and say hello and introduce themselves to myself. And so thank you, Sarge, and y'all guys obviously have always helped out with advertising for me and saying thank you for helping these kids. But this is where I know in today's world, these kids, this generation gets a lot of slack. And I think most generations do when we're teenagers. But more so to the fact that this is like a social media, right? Like growing up in the Gen Z, Gen Alpha coming up. Man, but I'll tell you, all of these kids I work with, and my reach has now gone to Buda Johnson, to Aikens High School, to Seguin High School of kids I worked with this summer. They're all amazing kids.
They give you hope for the future.
I tell you what, they really do. They are amazing kids. There's this innocence about them, even at 16, 17, 18 years old, that I just admire and I love. But yes, thank you for bringing me on and let me be a part of this.
Oh, yeah, thank you for joining and coming along with us. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here from Lions Field. Hendrickson Hawks come in and take away homecoming celebrations for Lockhart Lions, but don't take away the hope of a Lockhart Lion as well, with a victory 63-6, as the Hawks will go to 3-1 on the season. Lockhart falls to 0-4, and they'll have a big game at Cedar Creek next week, a game that most people feel that Lockhart has an opportunity to win. But they cannot look past Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek has not won a game in almost 3.5 years now.
And every week they're looking for that to be the week. So
I remember the head coach there used to be an assistant here under Mavis 1 year.
Oh, there we go. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. And I want to thank Ross for joining us, Ross Alexander, for joining us here for homecoming night. As for myself, Emilio Sarge White, is TD Tom Dunn, the coach, Amado Galvez, and Ross Alexander. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Whoever watched on the 301 Studio YouTube channel, hope y'all enjoyed tonight's broadcast as we brought it to you live from Lions Stadium. But that's going to do it for us until next Thursday for JV football. And then next Friday, we take the road for the second time of the season, for a second time this season, as we head to Memorial Stadium out of Bastrop, Texas. But for now, that's going to do it for us. And like I always say, you could take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Today's broadcast was brought to you by our main sponsor, Quantum Towing. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!